But no, we're good. We're
like this is a good spacing.
Good. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's start.
Now, got a toast. Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Taking shots out of Remington.
Mm-hmm.
My boys.
It's an industry podcast, bro.
Let's go, dog.
It's an industry podcast, man.
We used to be behind the bar doing that same exact shit. Man.
Yeah, and where we got these was when a restaurant closed. And they were fire selling everything.
Oh, shit.
And so we went in, we were like, yo, we can use this, we can use this. And I just remember one of us, I don't remember which one, but we saw the ramekins and we were both like, should we do it? And I was like, yeah, do this shit. It was like $4.
Just take that shit.
$4 for like 12 of them. We lost most of them.
Yeah, you can play anything. Yeah.
Whatever in
All in one sauce. All in one sauce, man.
That shit work.
Yeah, I love that shit, man. I fucking love it.
Do the intro now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, man. I didn't
want to step on the
We
thing.
were just having a good conversation.
No, it's okay. It's all right. All right.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the podcast.
Ooh, we got him.
That's the only way to get him to slow down is to get him to like cheese for the mic.
Welcome back, everyone.
Like skin
Another
engaged.
episode. Can I do the fucking thing? This is all I have. That and hating. Let me do one of these things.
All right. You got it.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the podcast where we pull back the curtain, give you some insight on what goes on behind the scenes at your favorite bar and restaurant. I like to call that. I slowed it down. Good.
What's funny is there's a very good chance that the part where you said the industry perspective didn't get picked up. It sounded like you said, and we like to call this.
You can just edit this in. Industry perspective.
I'm not gonna.
All right. You guys know what the fuck you're watching. If you don't know what you're watching by now, then
You're watching Tip.
go watch some.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. Watching you realize that in real time.
Dog,
Holy
I've been on this
shit.
show for what, like 6?
2 months now, yeah.
At least 6 weeks. 6 weeks, 2 months, and then we like, he says tip, and I thought that was like, oh, because we're in the industry and we like tips and we want tips, whatever.
Yeah.
And then today I was just like, he was talking about it random. I was like, oh shit, those are the initials. Like that shit just like hit me.
It's
not just me.
What the fuck is tip?
Right?
I was like, you're gonna explain that shit? That's fire, dude.
See, right?
That's like happenstance, or,
So honestly, we haven't actually talked about it on air before, but I actually thought of this show when I went to Puerto Rico for the first time. And I was just hanging out at the beaches there and hanging out at the bars there. And I was like, dude, it's so different here compared to Phoenix, where I lived at the time. I was like, wait a minute. So everywhere you go, it's going to be different.
Yep.
And I was like, maybe we should do a show about that and just talk about how it's different here and there and everything and give people a chance to tell their stories. But the first thing you need is like a catchy name and an acronym. And I was like, well, what do we all like? We all like tips. I was like, well, how do I say tips as an acronym? And I was like, yeah, but it's the service industry. And it's like, but our perspective. And that's when it hit. I was just sitting on the beach.
So it started with tip and worked backwards to industry.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
Yeah,
like Einstein figuring out that E equals MC squared.
For real. Bars,
So
homie.
it's not a scrub, dude.
Speaking of being in Puerto Rico, I don't know if we're doing a weekend recap, but it just reminded me.
Wait, 1 second. What's up, motherfuckers?
Huzzah.
Thank you.
Oh,
Somebody's out there being like, they didn't say their
They
thing.
didn't say their thing. Like,
There was an episode where we didn't do the intro.
Oh,
It's funny.
shit.
I just went into it.
That sucks.
Yeah, forgot about it. But so we had our Puerto Rican / Dominican party yesterday, which was cool. And as I was getting ready for work, I'm like, oh yeah, it's the Puerto Rican party. Let me wear a hat or a shirt. And then I put it on, looked in the mirror. I was like, let me not be the Puerto Rican that has to announce that they're Puerto Rican at a Puerto Rican predominant party. Because it's a stereotype. And we talked about this, I think, the last one where
Yeah, it
the
is, bro.
vegan,
It really is.
the vegan and the CrossFitter, and that's a thing with Puerto Ricans mostly. It's like, that's the whole thing. So I told myself, don't be that guy. Go to work, whatever.
It's just funny because I'm literally looking at a Puerto Rican flag for my.
So fucking funny, dude.
It's
Well, I mean, you're in a Puerto Rican house.
No,
We
yeah.
have to have it
No,
somewhere.
it's gotta be.
We have to have it somewhere.
I'm not mad at it, but I didn't realize it was
It's everywhere.
stereotype. Okay.
Yeah.
It's everywhere in this household.
Have you seen
What's up?
Spider-Verse?
The newest one?
The
or
newest one.
No, I haven't seen the newest one.
Okay, never mind. I ain't
Okay.
gonna say it.
So
There- no, I'm not gonna ruin it. I'm not gonna ruin it. Yeah, go ahead. But I'm just saying there is a scene where I didn't notice it until the second time that the Puerto Rican flag is like proudly showing up in the house, and I was
It's
like,
gotta be.
you gotta have that in
Got
there,
to.
or it's not authentic.
You know what? You want to know something very funny? I'm half Puerto Rican. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Hey,
Of course.
there it is.
My
We've never talked
AOL,
about it.
screen name was San Juan Royalty.
What?
So I know a little bit about
Oh.
fucking leaning into it. Like, in
You got
middle
into
school,
it.
do you guys remember you used to have those fucking like the plates that go over your belt buckle? Like your
Yeah.
belt buckle?
No way.
I swear
No,
to
bro.
God.
No.
I swear.
You did not
I swear.
have a
I ran that.
Puerto Rican flag as your
I-
belt buckle.
I have the same belt
Bro.
buckle.
Listen,
I have a Puerto Rican
Nah.
flag
That's
belt
one per
buckle.
household, dog.
Huh?
One per household.
Yeah.
I had a Puerto Rican do-rag, though.
Your Puerto
Yo.
Rican
Yeah, there's a photo of
That's
me.
also one per household because I ain't
Get
got
my
that.
hands on that.
There was a
Oh shit.
there's a photo of me at the Puerto Rican parade in Chicago. I have Puerto Rican do-rag with the Puerto Rico hat, Puerto Rico jersey. Like my
Bro,
mom probably has that
You
photo.
were nailed out. All that
Lean
paraphernalia.
in,
lean
God
into
damn.
it.
It's
Funny
fucking
as fuck.
awesome.
So at this party, right? So I'm working there, and then once it starts popping off, everybody's having fun, cool, whatever. See this dude walk in. He's got the Puerto Rican tank top. So it's a tank top,
Yep.
it's the whole flag. And this dude has carrying on like 2 championship belts or something.
What the?
Like I think they were boxing belts, and I just thought to myself, "Oh, you went full Rican.
Ooh.
You went full fucking Rican. Like, no, they gotta
He had
know.
his
Like,
homie
I'm
behind him. He had
I'm
his homie
champion
behind
Puerto
him.
He was at one point carrying it like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's
like, He's He's the undisputed Puerto Rican.
Not if a Puerto Rican there.
Oh,
The undisputed Puerto Rican.
Bonafide.
Oh my god.
PR.
Oh fuck.
Wait, San Juan royalty?
That's awesome.
Yes.
That's some Puerto Rican
That's
shit right
honestly
there.
awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Wait, what
fucking
is your
awesome,
actual
man.
name? We haven't introduced him. He's been here for.
I was
Oh,
getting
right.
to
Yeah,
that.
sorry.
I was gonna double back.
Yeah.
Bro had to go off, man. I had to let him have it.
Talking about weekends, 'cause we were talking about my weekend.
He's like, I got some shit to say.
Hey, man, he like this.
Yeah,
Talking Puerto Rico, we gotta talk.
Yeah. All right. So introducing the like multi-talented, like just dope overall fucking human being on some real shit. I can say that because I watch who's around you. And that's always my indication of when someone is a good person. And I haven't seen anyone around you that I don't like, even if they don't tip. Which is saying something. Like, you know, you got some homies that don't tip, but not in a bad
Point 'em out
way.
next time.
Like no. Like on some real shit. It's not that they don't tip because they don't mean to tip.
They probably.
They don't tip because they so fucked up they can barely fucking
okay,
sign the
yeah,
receipt.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I was
on
gonna say that those
yeah.
probably weren't my friends, but then you.
Nah,
you
yeah,
point
no,
out
no,
the-
no, no,
the-
no.
the
Like,
one earmark of being a friend.
right.
Of Kyle,
I've actually
usually
seen.
generally
You fucked up.
There it is, dude. I have
Yeah.
them paid actors though, so you know I won't take any claim.
That's what's
that
up. That's what's up.
They don't want the paid actors. Not much of that, bro.
But the homie Cal was. I've been trying to get you on this show for fucking months, bro. So thank you so much.
Appreciate
And in
it, man.
true fucking Cal Mave
Marve.
fashion, this motherfucker's getting on a flight right after this.
Yeah.
So talk about people fucking supporting you and like actually wanting to be a part of something, man. Like we appreciate the fuck out of that,
course,
bro.
man.
Like
Of course, man.
means the fucking world to us. You
course,
know what I
bro.
mean? Especially
Carving
here in
out
LA.
some time out of your busy day.
We appreciate
Well,
it.
He's
Because you-
marving out some time on his busy day.
Wow.
You had one sip of soju, my boy.
I ain't ate today. I closed last night
Oh my god.
and then got up this morning at the fucking 7:45 and went to Knott's Berry's farm.
They should just fucking give you shoo shoo. Like you were the face of shoo shoo, baby.
Damn.
Yeah, don't let them hear that.
People know where you work.
Yeah, I normally don't say it.
Yeah.
They gonna pull up
Just
on
dox
you.
them.
Yeah, right. I mean, it is what it is. That's just more people. That's just more people coming in, you know. But I ain't even gonna hold you. I don't mean this in a negative towards anybody else, because the people who work around me, I can't do what I do unless they do what they do on some real shit.
Yeah.
I can't take care of people the way I take care of people if they're not taking care of people.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if I'm slower, faster, more creative, whatever. If I can't work with the people around me, I ain't shit. And I have some dope ass fucking bartenders and servers, even though they get on my nerves sometimes, and I get on theirs too, on some real shit. Like even the management, like they take care of me, and it makes it easier for me to take care of everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I can, when I see you come in, like last night, when you came
Call
in,
me out,
bro. But I will call you out on one thing. You came in and didn't get a drink. You came in just to say what up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's love for one. Bro, I was in the middle of cleaning up puke.
Oh my god!
I was having a shitty ass fucking Sunday. You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
And
You can
also,
never tell, leave it, but like I came in, he's just all smiles. Like,
Yeah.
man, can I grab
It's like,
something
oh,
for
what's
y'all?
up?
yo,
Yeah,
for
every
real,
time.
you know, because I saw my people. And on top of that, you know, I haven't addressed this to him. This microphone popped up out of nowhere today. But shout out to Jacob, the homie Jacob. I know he listens. He was literally handing me this microphone
Oh shit.
as you walked in.
No way.
No bullshit.
Was
That's
the guy that
crazy.
came down when you came down?
No, he was standing next to me when you came up and said, yo, what up? He was standing next to me while I had the mop in my hand. And he was like, yo, I went back upstairs because he lives above, you know, my job.
Yeah.
I went upstairs to grab you this because I remember you saying, you got to buy some more microphones and this and that. He's like, I have an extra microphone. I'm like, bro, you handed me a Yeti.
You need
He's
some
like,
more mics?
no.
Oh, I mean,
See, that's my point.
I have mics that I don't
Exactly.
use.
And that's my point is, you know, for however many fans we do or don't have, I appreciate every fucking one of y'all because, yo, it's been a journey. This is episode 51. So next week's 52, a full year of fucking podcast for this. And to go from Rincon to here, as far as the inception of the show, is just like dope as fuck, where someone's coming in to fucking do an episode that I've asked you to do, but I know your schedule. I know your schedule because you don't know your schedule, which lets me know that, you know what I mean? Like, it's fucking packed. So I appreciate you. I appreciate Jacob. And I appreciate every single person out there. You know, yeah, I'm hogging the mic, but like, yo, I got to give y'all some love, man.
Yeah,
yo,
for sure. Give
yeah,
flowers.
we got,
Give the
like,
flowers.
seriously, I never thought I'd say this. We got some of the best fucking fans that you could
That's
ever
it.
fucking ask
For
for,
sure.
bro. Like, this motherfucker here was a fan, and it was like, I want to be on the show.
Yeah.
Well, not, we were like coming to him like, bro, you want to be on the show? He's like, yes.
Oh no, I
literally
waiting.
said,
I
do
was
you want to
waiting.
be?
Yeah.
He was like,
Yeah,
yes.
because like every time
You
I come
know?
in, like we just would chat about the show, like, yo, what's going on? Like, where are we going with it? And then when I was a guest, and I was like, and I felt pretty good, but I don't know. Well, I'll see. And then like you asked me, and like I don't even think I'll let you finish the sentence. I was
No,
like, yeah,
you
I'm
didn't.
I was like,
I
yes, I'm
legit
down.
asked. I was like, so we were talking about it, and you know, we've always had expansion plans for this, and we'd love it if you would be a part of it. Like, yes. I was like, okay, so let me finish.
No.
He Kanye'd me, bro.
He was writing the check. Like,
All right, for sure.
All right.
No, because I felt like you were gearing up to try to sell, and I was like, nah, I'm in. I'm good.
Let me write the contract. No, I'm signing. Whatever.
Tell
Okay,
myself out some
fine.
money, man.
Yeah.
Tell you, hey, this
You
podcast
didn't even know what I was about to offer. This was about to be your show, bro. Yeah. But after all the flowers, we also want to introduce Kyle to say also what I've known you as is as a liquor rep.
Yep.
And in stunning fashion, talking to P today, I was like, do you have anything? Rob's like, you have anything? He's like, nah. Because all the liquor reps I know, I'm cool with them. They cool as fuck. I got nothing negative
Yeah.
to say, so I ain't got shit to say.
I got nothing bad to say. That's my whole
Yeah.
thing is talking shit
Yeah.
and hating.
Oh,
And
you-
I
come on, you
I
guys gotta
haven't
find something, please, man.
I haven't had a. The thing is I haven't had a bad experience with the liquor rep, so it's like I have nothing today for this episode.
You had
Yeah.
passed like before liquor wreck
Oh,
though.
for sure.
'Cause,
God damn it. So before we started filming, about
literally
5 minutes before we
minutes.
started filming,
Yeah.
Not even. You barely walked in, and yeah.
I recognize you from somewhere.
No, you said it first. You were like, I
And
recognize
then
you.
you said I recognize you from somewhere.
Yeah.
So he's friends with my stepbrother and stepsister.
Yeah.
And we've been in the same place a couple of times. And I'm sure my stepbrother and stepsister have shared.
Yeah, you used to be a bartender.
Yeah.
And-
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. They didn't go by that far. Okay, cool. Yeah, I used to be a bartender. Yeah. Facts. Yeah.
Well, I was talking about that.
They didn't go to the classified files.
I thought you were talking about some reality TV shit,
Oh,
man.
I wasn't gonna go there, but I'm saying just like I know you bartended
Yeah.
in some crazy places.
Oh, for sure, man.
Yeah.
I bartended in a shit. I started with. I'm allowed to say that. I
You
started
can
with
say whatever you
said
want,
liquor
yeah.
company, in October of this past year.
Okay.
Before that, I was a bartender. I was bartending for maybe like 10 years. I started bartending in New York,
Yeah.
and I did, as I kind of hinted at, I did a little stint on a reality TV show, and then moved here to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And then I started bartending again. So I bartended at the Abbey, which is
Oh shit!
insane in
That's what I said. Like he's been in some
Happy.
crazy
Dude,
places.
there's nothing you can
There's no
tell
way to
me
get
that I
prepared for
haven't
that.
seen. Yo, absolutely.
There's no way to get prepared
Absolutely.
for that.
I've never
shit.
been. I've only ever heard stories.
I mean,
I've been told to
Oh.
bartend there too.
go. I mean, and it's like
It's an
straight
experience.
men, gay men, straight women, gay women. You will have a ball. It's a fucking like
It's
It's no-
sensory overload.
yeah.
Oh, God.
It's no other place
Of,
like
of
it.
whatever you are into, like it's
Yeah.
sensory overload.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I will
crazy.
say it's full of straight
Oh,
women.
guys,
Slapping.
you're gonna hate me.
No way.
Forgot to hit record.
No, we didn't hit monitor and output.
What does that mean?
I was noticing I'm not hearing Kyle in my ear.
So you didn't hear anything I said.
No, not anything you said directly.
How long has it been like that?
The whole
18
show.
minutes.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
I mean, there was a lot of good stuff in there, but
there is audio
Okay.
as the phone picks up the audio. It's just not as clear. So back to our regular scheduled
Are you-
program.
are you
So we're doing
now?
it now?
Oh, no, we're good now. It's just I'm watching his levels go up, right? And I'm like, but every time you've talked, we've all been running our mouths with you. Yeah. So you actually hadn't been talking as much. It was just the one time we gave you the mic, like,
Got
yo,
you.
talk about
Or-
you, but don't talk about you.
So what should we back up to? Just like,
No, let's just keep going.
for sure.
Oh, so like I was saying, yeah, I was,
yeah,
I
yeah.
was
sure.
president, and
She got a little dicey.
yeah, she got a little dicey, and
You know
I,
what I
had to
mean?
duck off and then become a liquor rep. No, yeah. So I bartended at a bunch of different places. Obviously, I just said the Abbey, crazy place. I mean, it's like world renowned. I don't know what
Yeah.
it's world renowned for, but
Yeah,
it's
I've
also-
heard
it's also
multiple
world
different
list,
stories
man.
about Abby.
Yeah, and I mean, I bartended there for maybe like 2.5 years
All right, but
through the pandemic. Also,
Oh shit!
yeah.
They were
Damn.
open.
Dude, so the way that the Abbey is set up, it's
Did COVID start at
it's
the
like
Abbey?
inside. Absolutely. Where else would it start?
Now we gotta put a disclaimer on it because of that.
Oh, I'm just
motherfucker.
kidding. I'm still homies with a lot of people there.
It did not start at the Abbey.
I did not say that.
That was
the
just a
other
joke.
Puerto Rican. That was not me.
shit.
Yeah, no. So they kind of like
She was like that when I found her.
the way the Abbey was set up is like indoor outdoor. So they kind of like reclassified as like an outside establishment. And we like fucking
Mm.
walking in there like. This is when we didn't really know what the fuck COVID was like if it was
Yeah.
gonna make our skin fall off or what the fuck. Like it was still very
Yeah.
early, and then they was like, "Fucking run it, dog!" Like, yo, we got bills to pay. So we
Yeah.
had like fucking hazmat suits on, like not actually,
No, but, like, it's a lot of gear.
mask and then the
Yeah,
fucking
the
shield,
shield. Yeah,
and
we
the
had to do that too.
gloves.
Gloves and
Yeah,
everything.
it's just
Yeah.
like then people can sit at the bar, so it's like, yo, what are the point? Like,
Yeah.
now the bartenders are serving tables. I'm like,
Yeah.
what are we really doing here?
Right.
but I couldn't switch careers because they were fucking paying.
Yeah. Like seriously.
And then so after the Abbey, if you're familiar with Tao Group,
Yeah, I've heard of them.
I've heard of them. I work for Tao
I'm
Group.
getting,
for a
I'm
day.
getting
will not be
non-flashbacks.
Yeah.
I'm getting flashbacks.
Specifically
We
Highlight
are-
Room. I used to work at
Oh,
Highlight Room. Yeah.
bruh.
You see some
Yeah.
things there too.
See some things there.
Yeah.
And then I helped open up their newest property, Floor Room, which is next to Lavo in West Hollywood.
Oh, bet. Okay.
Super exclusive,
Yeah.
very LA.
Okay.
I mean, staff there and everybody that works there is fucking awesome.
You
So-
know that meme of the kid who's like holding in whatever and you see his forehead ring? That's me
That was
trying
you
not to say
right now.
anything.
Like
That's me.
I
I'm
was
just like,
looking, I was
just
looking
like
at Carrie,
flopping.
I looked at Rob, I looked at you, and I was done.
trying not to say
You got some
anything.
Highlight Room story,
Yeah.
man?
Nah. We both used to work at Beauty.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
both worked at Beauty.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing I'm
Yeah.
doing an event on Saturday at Beauty.
Have fun.
Fun, man.
I can tell you.
Best
I can
luck.
tell you 2 people who won't be there.
I should invite you motherfuckers just because.
Yo, bro, I would love to stroll in there one day and then walk the fuck out.
So
Like-
did you steal something from the pawn shop or
Nah.
in front of it or like
Nah. Like the way I'll say it is, I went in with the best of intentions. I did my best while I worked there. I did my best to bring someone else in who I felt would fit within the framework of that place, as long as they did what I told them to do. And they didn't listen to any of that.
Right.
They did their own thing. They fucked me over, and then they fucked that person over. And it's one of those things where you thought you were cool with somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you thought you were cool with somebody, and we had not multiple people. We had 2 people there in particular that we thought we were cool with them until it came time for us to both leave.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, oh, it's like that. And it's management.
I was
you know
just
what I
about to
mean?
say, is it
and it's
management?
management.
So, yeah.
Like we were so cool with the people who worked there, except I had one problem with one person in particular. But we ain't gonna go there. But
Lawsuit
just,
still
yeah.
pending.
to circle back a little bit about you taking time before your flight.
Yeah.
You have a busy schedule. So I want to say thank you for
course,
showing up, and
Absolutely.
or you got to go fly out somewhere
course,
to
man.
do this, whereas there's other people who don't have to fly anywhere and we're supposed to come, and we had to do an episode at the
I'm
studio.
throwing shots.
Yeah, that was back when
One boy
that
said
was
he
back
wasn't
when
gonna hate this episode. That nigga lied.
Yo,
He gave me something.
He doesn't need much motivation, bro. He don't need much
Shots.
motivation.
Battery in the back.
You just gotta crack the window and I'll open that bitch up. I don't care.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Shots.
The thing
Shot,
is,
thank you.
The shots coming. It felt like you put a sniper because it's like each
I
other
did,
was
absolutely.
complimenting to
Yeah.
like, well, fuck you. And it's like, oh shit.
That's how good I am.
That was
I
shot coming.
I do this shit professionally. That's why I put the meme up there.
Professional hate right there,
That's
right?
professional.
You ever play that game Hitman? That's me.
And my boy named the oldest game ever, bro.
Bro,
I use
Hitman goes
anything.
hard though.
Any,
love some Hitman.
anything's a weapon, and I'll
Yeah.
use it.
God
I
damn.
love
just
Hitman.
so
Thank you
bored out here.
for taking time out of your
For
day
real,
before
for
you go
real.
do
Of
something
course.
else to be here. So
Even though we didn't let them listen to you for the first 15
It's
minutes.
cool, man. I wasn't talking about shit anyway, bro.
They still gonna hear you. Just the audio is gonna be
is my
different.
AOL screen name, dog. That's it. Literally.
One
that's
more
it.
time.
Huh? San Juan royalty, baby.
Oh
Yes,
my
sir.
God.
Yes, sir.
wait, they missed the whole Puerto Rican bit.
What a hit, bro.
Nah, they just missed his parts, but it's still gonna be there.
Yeah, okay.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's the power of
That's
editing. Bro. They'll
crazy.
still make it work.
So how did you get into from bartending to liquor rep? Like
Oh,
what's
man,
what
I
is
mean-
that? What are those steps? That journey? Did you just fall into it, or something you pursued?
It's not something I pursued. It's something that I thought would be cool. I would always see the liquor reps come in when I worked in like a really popular bar in New York. They would always come in because it was like high priority for all of them, and we tons of volume.
Right.
And they just had the coolest fucking lives, bro. Like they would come in and like just spend outrageous amounts of money, and they always took care of the bar.
Right.
Always took care of it.
Right.
And like even sometimes they would come in and like we had this one girl from Grey Goose. She would come in she would order 3 drinks with her friend, and then say, "Hey, I'm gonna leave 500. I'm gonna just swipe me for $500 and just give out $500 worth of liquor to whoever you want." So I look like the fucking man, right? She's gone. I'm
right.
like,
Wow.
"Let me get you a drink." Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And it just made my tips even more.
Yeah,
because you're, like,
I,
giving out,
I
like,
love that,
3
man.
drinks, man. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like a, like it works. Like liquor rep and you guys are probably the most important. Some people would think the decision makers in these accounts are the most important people, but I feel like coming from the bartending world, that the guys behind the bar are the most important.
We're the ones selling it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And how I won them over on my interview is I told them that an effective liquor rep can turn a bartender or our trade partners into brand ambassadors themselves.
Yeah.
So if you have
Absolutely.
a lot of times, like, I mean, listen, I work for a very, let's just say it's not one of the top categories in spirits, but because of my relationships with inside of the bars, they fuck with me. So
Right.
in turn, they look out for me.
Yeah.
They have a
Tried
good-
several times to get you over
Yeah,
there.
they have-
And the thing is that I will say about your brand is not that it's not popular.
Yeah.
Problem is it's too popular
Yeah.
for certain accounts. They're like, "Oh, we can't afford to bring them in," and I'm like, but you don't understand. If you brought them in,
the money will
he
come.
will come.
The money
Yeah.
will come.
So
Yeah.
I tell people
therefore,
all the
you will
time.
make part of that back just in the fact
Absolutely.
that this person will come here to spend.
Yeah.
And what you're really good about that a lot of other liquor reps that I've run into, not a lot, some, because some are good about it. There's so many accounts that they can't keep up with it. You have your places that you already go. So if they have your product, you're automatically going to spend.
Yeah.
A lot of other reps, they'll try to get an account and they'll try to push a product, but it's not a place that they regularly go. So why are your bartenders or your servers pushing your product there? Okay, we put you on the shelf. It's hard for us to sell you, and you don't come here
Especially
and
you're
do
not
any.
coming in. Yeah.
You're not doing any spins.
Right.
We have like accounts that we look at. We can pull like on the so I'm on the supplier side is what it's like called. On the supplier side, you have a bunch of different tools where you can see what you guys are ordering, how much volume you're moving, place next to you, or a comparable account. So we have like all of these tools use that are like it's populated like every month. And we see these things and we're like, hey, we need to go show love to this account. And especially when you do like deals, like cocktail placements and stuff like that, it's kind of like make these deals. You're gonna come in and you're gonna show love. Like,
Right.
what incentive do I have? Unless it's like a product that sells it fucking self.
Right.
Casamigos, I don't know, Tito's, stuff like that.
Right.
That have reached that level where the name just sells itself.
Mm-hmm.
You have to come in. You have to like kind of you got to give a little push. You go in, you do some consumer samplings, you buy drinks get a cocktail placement on the menu. You go in, you sit at the bar, you buy that drink, give it to people at the bar, let them taste it, explain it to them. So a lot of people lose. I'm fairly new to it, so I still have that kind of like vigor about doing stuff like that because I see the results. People that have been in it for a long time, they found little ways to like kind of like navigate it so you don't see these motherfuckers often, but they'll come in and they'll drop like money like every 5 months or something.
So one of the questions I've been wanting to ask for a long time is, say you come in as a rep, as you recently have, and then you put some years into the game, and yeah, you have all these accounts, and after a while, you have so many accounts to keep up with. It's hard to get to all of them. You have your life that changes. Maybe your responsibilities change, family changes, things like that. You move to a different part of town. It's harder for you to get over there. Are there people that you bring on like tenants or, like not, I don't want to say assistants, but you bring them on to, or is it even a possibility to bring people on to say, hey, these 10 accounts, they're in an area that's hard for me to get to, and I haven't touched them in say 2. I don't want to lose that account. I don't want to lose that brand identity there.
Right.
Can you go check on those?
That's a great question. So I don't have any assistants. I wish I had some fucking assistants. But we work kind of as a team, and we make sure there are like levels to it, right? I have no sales component. My job is to educate, do advocacy for the brand, and influence sales. But
Okay.
they're not looking at me to say, "Hey, Kyle brought such and such amount of cases into this account." I don't have to do that. If I'm doing my job right, that'll happen naturally.
Mm-hmm.
So, as far as the accounts, I recently got a raise. Or I'm sorry, raise. I got a promotion, and it came with a raise.
Yo, congrats.
Oh, yeah.
Look at where my head at.
Yes, sir.
I recently got more money.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got a new role, and it came with more money.
Yeah,
there you go, there you
I
go.
like
Good
that.
shit.
But it also came with a lot more responsibility.
Of course.
So prior to that role, I was only Southern California. Made it a lot easier to cover territory. When I first started, we developed an account list of about 50 different accounts. Accounts are separated by on-premise and off-premise. On-premise is where you can consume alcohol there, bar, restaurant, whatever. Off-premise is where you can buy the alcohol.
Mm,
Costco,
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah.
right.
So I had 5 off-premise accounts and 45 on-premise accounts, and they had like a certain focus. So for my brand, the focus was fine dining and nightlife. So it makes it easier to kind of like pick those accounts,
Right.
So
Right.
you're not looking at like just surveying the landscape and just like, just picking out like mom and pop spots.
Right.
Right.
So I worked with a lot of the bigger hospitality groups that I do a lot of work with Tower Group
Right.
now.
Right.
From the other side, which is very interesting to see. But so now with this recent promotion, I am now the entire West Coast.
Ooh.
Oh,
Wow.
shit.
So
I had a feeling you were about to say that
Yeah.
when you said it was
Yeah.
Southern California.
Yeah.
I had a feeling you
I
were
think they
about to
skipped a
say
couple
it.
steps. It's like Southern California to West
So,
Coast.
Yeah.
It's like,
California.
It's always
the whole
happens.
state, maybe
like,
first.
can I just get Northern California?
Yeah.
Wait, so how many accounts are you looking at now?
So I went from 50 accounts here to 20 accounts here in my home market. Because
Okay.
now I work other markets like
Got you.
Vegas,
Right.
Vegas.
Seattle,
Wow.
Arizona. I need some
Wow.
tips.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna go visit Scottsdale.
Seattle too. I lived there for
Yeah.
3 years.
Oh, where?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah. So I even think Hawaii is also one of my accounts. So we're gonna be doing like market visits in this next coming up month, so I can meet the local teams there and kind of like get acclimated to how they do business there, which is gonna be very interesting because, as you said, like when you're in Rico, you see that the difference in like how things work
Right.
there. And you
Yo,
wanna tell the
Hawaii
story.
has this whole different system for their servers and their bartenders with cards. They're like ID badges. Didn't even know that until
So, like,
I
you, like-
visited. So you have to pass certain tests to sell certain things.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not just like a blanket test the way we do here stateside. Over there, it's like, well, you can sell this or you can sell this. You have to level up to get to a point where you can sell anything. Not, then you have to go
At the
get
top, it's
someone
like
else on your
drugs.
shift.
You
No,
can-
pineapples.
Start with fucking, like, candy and then you
It's,
end with, like,
it's,
hard
it's
rock.
Hawaii, pineapples, man. Come on now.
Gotcha.
Number one export. That and
And
coconuts.
one might say that pineapple is a drug, you know? I'm fucking around.
Actually, she eats it first.
He thought about it though. He thought about it though. Oh shit.
But yeah, that's-
Y'all been canceled yet?
Oh, we're working
All
on
right,
it.
let's get it.
We are working on it, man.
yeah.
Every week we have at
That's
least
good.
one or two things we're like, I might get canceled. For
Yeah,
that,
but we're not big enough to get canceled yet.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
when we get canceled, that's when we know we've made it.
Let's-
It's like,
yeah.
oh, you got canceled. Who the fuck are they? Let me tell you.
So I will tell you. So like I said, I was on a reality TV show
Yeah.
on MTV. It was a pretty big show. And so when they are screening you before they like actually accept you to put your show, they hire like a third party company, which is a law firm,
Yeah.
and they fucking like they dig deep, bro. They do
It's like your background.
check,
Oh shit.
yeah, so they go through you have to unlock all of your social medias. Like all my shit used to be private. I don't give a fuck now, but
Yeah.
you have to unlock all your social media. Like they even found my old MySpace page that was like,
Oh,
Yo, I don't even know what my
and
MySpace
and they
page
were like,
was.
"What's your password?" I was like, "You fucking joking?
Yeah,
What's
I
my
know
password?
that.
I don't know, bro."
Ask
This is
Google.
MySpace.
Shit, you find it, let me know. I got some DMs and then
Actually, for me, yo, ask Yahoo because I don't know.
I have no
Some
fucking
DMs
clue.
in there.
Yeah.
What's your top 8?
Exactly. I know, bro. I know. It was probably all just fucking
But like,
chicks.
Yeah.
but like,
None
As
of my
it should
homies-
be.
I was like, I know y'all in person.
Tom ain't in there. Yeah.
well, like an MTV like reality show want like some controversial type of people on there.
So yes, but the job of the law firm or third party is to provide the information for them and let them make a decision.
Gotcha.
Right.
Ah.
So the stipulation to it is that whatever they sent me as a package, they had to send it to me also.
Oh shit.
So I got exactly whatever in Viacom, which is the production
Parent
studio,
company,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
and Buna Murray. They sent it to all three of them. Buna Murray, Viacom, and
Yeah.
they had to send it to me. So when we get back from Greece from filming, I have like a manila folder with everything that was in there, and I swear to you, bro, it's just like pages and pages and pages of me saying nigga. So I was like, oh, I was wild, bro. Like, not even really. And I was like, man, I can say that, man.
You said he good. Like,
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, bro. Like,
Yo, yeah, but Puerto Ricans and sea niggas.
oh my god.
Like, come on, man.
Jesus
Like,
Christ.
it was hilarious though, man, because I'm just like, and it wasn't just on Twitter, it was on Facebook too. Bro. I was like,
Oh, of course
I
on
was
Facebook,
like-
bro. Facebook was where
Dog.
like the first place I feel like people really felt like they could get wild with it,
yeah.
and like you could like test the waters, and then yeah, Twitter, everybody went crazy on Twitter.
Facebook had like the status thing. It was like, it would say before you could just like do free form. It would say
Yeah,
Kyle is.
right. I remember that. Yeah,
And I'm pretty sure I put like Kyle is feeling niggerish. Like, I was just,
That was the worst time for me to come back into the
I
conversation.
learned a new word, bro. Like I learned a new word. I'm like, what is wrong with you, bro?
shit,
What
bro.
is wrong with
Oh
you?
man, I'm looking forward to being canceled now, bro.
Yeah.
Oh
I said that
god.
to say. Oh, also, the other thing was, I had this personal vendetta with fucking Donald Trump, bro, and I was just like, just calling him out every single
Yeah.
time, and just like
Yeah.
in like ways that are probably not like very appropriate. And I went through that for like a stint because I was like really, really heavy into like politics.
Full disclosure, FBI. None of this is serious. Just so you know, these are jokes. This is
Yeah,
satire.
these are jokes.
None of this should be taken
Yeah.
seriously.
At all.
Damn, we gonna get flagged for Donald Trump and COVID now.
Listen,
Shit.
man, I didn't threaten them, but I would just like I would talk shit to Mitch McConnell, like all of these.
Oh, you were deep in politics, bet.
Everybody's on social media.
Yeah.
all these
Right.
people are on social media.
Oh, you were adding
I was
them.
adding them.
Oh shit! With the app.
Yo,
That's
see
so
me
funny.
outside, bro.
Adding them, bro. I was adding them, dog.
Oh shit,
So
bro.
I've gotten a lot better since I work for a French-owned company now.
Yeah.
That might not really understand the nuances of like
Right.
American politics
They don't give a
and
fuck.
how like.
Or
you
do
know,
they give a fuck? They don't give a fuck.
No,
I don't
French
want to
is.
test that theory.
I was sitting here myself. I was like, "How do I approach this?"
Yeah,
Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. I was gonna use a different word.
But yeah, so I to bring that back around, I said that to say that all of this stuff you guys are doing while you're building, just be mindful of it because you know.
Yeah,
They'll come back to bite you.
be mindful of it.
It
Yeah.
will.
No such thing as bad press.
Yeah.
That's just shit.
No such thing as bad
There's
press.
no such thing as long as you're prepared for it, and we are.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like
absolutely.
I mean, you can. Yeah, I've only said it a couple times on social, but you know,
With the N word?
yeah. But the majority of things that I've said, I stand by what I said.
Of course. Yeah.
Absolutely. Even if I'm sitting, I stand by what I said. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It is
feel
what
that.
it is.
Yeah.
What are you gonna take from me? I ain't got shit.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Coming.
But
Yeah.
I've
That's
been
true.
broker way longer than I've
sure.
ever been rich because I ain't been rich yet.
Hey, bars.
So if I get rich and then you take it away from me, that's Anderson Paak right there, though. But if I get rich,
about to get
yeah,
rich.
no, because no. Like I told bro, like I said, my favorite fucking line is, "I've been broker way longer than I've been rich. So until it levels out, I'm gonna take your mama to the Marriott and wear it
I
out."
know that line.
Yeah.
Wait, how old are you?
39.
39. You got
Yeah.
a lot of life ahead of you, my boy.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
You can get rich
Oh,
tomorrow. and then-
Right. But what I'm saying is, I've been broke as fuck for 39 years.
Yeah.
If I'm rich for 1 year and
Yeah.
then the next 39 are broke, then I at least had one rich year.
You go.
Take whatever the fuck you want. I'm buying a bunch of toys in that year, though. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'll sit in a hovel
Dog, I've
if
touched-
that's what
I've
I gotta
touched a lot of
do.
money, and I fucked up a lot of money, and I've been
Exactly.
I ain't feel too great about it afterwards.
right. But you still
no,
here.
absolutely,
And that's the thing.
absolutely.
Is
And
like,
then I
as long
started
as you're
building-
good people, yeah, you know, you might make a mistake and have stuff taken away from you, but it doesn't change who you are.
Exactly.
And as long as you're overall a good person, it's like, okay, you can build me up, you can cancel me and take it away. Maybe I'll get it back, maybe I won't. I really don't give a fuck because I got this far without you either way. That's how I look at it.
And as long as you're yourself and authentic, I mean,
Mhm.
Yeah.
you know, you stand on or sit
Or sit.
Sit and stand,
or sit.
or sit and spin, depending on how you want to look at it.
Depending on what chair you're on.
I am spinning.
You are.
Oh shit.
Jesus Christ.
This shit just got mad
I did not
inspirational.
commit. I didn't commit to the spin with a half-hearted spin.
So do you enjoy the liquor that you sell like yourself a lot? Like do you
So it wasn't my go-to category
Right.
at first.
right.
Yeah.
So
So I had a
is this a nigga category of
it's a very it
There's nothing wrong with that, but
Ooh,
yeah.
oh, so it's kind of like all right.
I
Wait,
didn't
hold
say it.
on. On Juneteenth?
Yeah.
You just dated us. Is it the
Yeah,
15th episode?
Today
it
is
wasn't
Juneteenth. I
gonna
know.
be. It doesn't come out for a couple days. We could have glossed right over this, but now, yes.
They got a
Oh.
calendar on their refrigerator. I'm staring at the month. the month says Juneteenth.
That was really
It
the
said
entire
June.
month.
My boy, I love that, bro.
Entire month.
Say the whole month.
Juneteenth month.
Juneteenth month.
Well, last month was This Is the May, and he took over the calendar. So I was like, well, I'm not going to take it over, but I am going to add my 2 cents to the beginning.
10
And
cents.
so he has not added his schedule the entire time.
Oh, shit.
So he's like,
Are you
I'm.
boycotting Juneteenth?
No.
Wow.
He
That's
refuses
crazy.
to add his
I thought you
schedule.
were an ally, bro.
Bro, the goal was to get canceled. There
Bro,
it is.
I'm like, yo, when do you work?
Inspiration.
Yeah. I was like, when do you work?
You
I
was
mean, I
stacking
don't know.
chains,
I'm
huh?
like, but that's why we got the
See?
calendar.
I see what it's about. All right. Shit.
He's all like, yeah, I was like, yo, why don't you put your schedule up there? He's like, we got to keep these niggas guessing. I did not say that.
Wow. Wow. I
didn't say that.
The truth comes out.
Was the mic on when you said that? I'm bad, dude. Answer your question. To answer your question.
Yeah.
The category wasn't my favorite
I'm gonna just
category.
shut up.
I was I've gone through like different periods, right? So
Yeah.
when I lived in New York, I was all about whiskey.
Bet.
All about whiskey. And
What
I
was
say-
your age? I guess like when you like these different periods, because I think age kind of like dictates like
Oh.
the liquors that you
Yeah,
are really
absolutely.
into. Yeah.
Well, I will say that I was a late bloomer when it comes to like drinking.
Liquor?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Sure.
I wasn't one of those guys in like high school that drank. I didn't drink in high school.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit, really?
I played.
I wish I
played-
could say
Damn.
that.
I played
Same.
sports in high school, and I don't know.
I wish I could say that.
Who the fuck I thought I was or where I was going. I was got to take care of my body. Got this and this and that. Which is saying that out loud. That sounds kind of fucked up.
Oh, my
You should
body's
take
my
care of your body.
temple.
Yeah. I was like, I was doing other things, but
Yeah.
not drugs. So
Why not?
But when the switch flipped,
Yeah.
it was go time.
Oh, yeah.
So I think I had my really like first drunk experience when I was probably 20.
But
That is a late bloomer.
Yeah, I remember
Damn.
seeing my best friend.
I was a sophomore in high school.
Really?
Yeah, and I was hanging out with motherfuckers who were 20, 21, 22, 23, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the first drunken fucking beatbox session there. Because
God.
we were all drinking
We all
40s.
freestyling?
We just dated
Yeah.
ourselves.
oh
Right there.
shit.
Yeah, we were
bro.
all drinking 40s.
Hell yeah.
But I was the only one who had real rhythm because I'm half Puerto Rican. So I was the one in charge of the beat. And so I was using the 40 bottles on the headboard of the bed the footboard of the bed to make the beat.
Oh shit.
And the house we were at, the homie's baby mama came in and she saw the footboard. She's like, "You fucked up my son's bed." Oh, y'all niggas, yeah.
Oh
She
shit.
kicked us out, bro. It was like 11 o'clock at night. And it was definitely a school
these
night.
boys was in the child's bedroom drinking.
Yeah, like,
Floyd's.
I was like,
For
put that nigga in the
real.
tube. But
For
I'm-
real.
Yo, was that the main?
No
like,
one
why was
told
it in the
us we weren't
child's
supposed to
bedroom?
They were in
be
the studio.
there.
There were no other rooms in the house.
No,
They were
other
like
than the
with
living
the Terrence
room.
Howard and Hustle and Flow.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
come on, man.
Come on, you fucked up my child bed, man.
At every gathering with guys, at some point, if not that one, there will be a beatbox freestyle
Mhm.
session.
Yeah.
It happens. It's inevitable, like a staple. Like all
Exactly.
guys are just hanging
Yeah.
out. Somebody just plays a song. Like, no, play this song. Play the instrumental.
Yeah,
And there's the one
Yeah.
person that can't do it.
yeah.
We have
The
we
last
fucking,
the last time there was a beatbox battle that I was around, or at least a freestyle battle, I was the one who could not hang. I was so fucked up, and I was at a Christmas party with a bunch of Asian people, but it was like
Were you
some
let a
were
bunch of
Korean.
Asians beat you in freestyle?
Yeah, bro.
Alright,
Because they were like going between English and whatever the fuck
Oh,
else it
shit,
was they
that's
were
kinda
speaking.
fire.
And
Yeah,
bro,
that
it
sounds
was so
fire.
fire that I felt intimidated because I was the only half black person there.
Okay.
I was the only one who was that dark. Like, you know,
so they were expecting
there was some
greatness from
Filipinos.
you.
Yeah. They looked at me. He's like, "Oh, he's coming with bars now." And I literally said, "I ain't got no bars." And they were like, "Oh," and I was like,
No,
"Nah,
for real.
motherfucker, I ain't got no bars."
bars.
And I just backed away. I was like,
You're
I'm
waiting
serious.
there like,
Like,
uh-huh,
bro,
uh-huh.
I'm fucked up. Y'all been feeding me shots for the last 4 hours, and then you asked me to freestyle? I don't know how to drink like that
That's
at this
fine,
point.
bro.
Shit.
They got that shit on camera. They be like, "Yo, at one time we beat that black dude."
100%.
They didn't invite me back next year.
Oh, shit, bro.
They didn't want me to be prepared.
Damn, you gonna come back like with some written shit, man.
I was gonna
like,
bring
fuck
some
them up,
Drake
huh?
bars up in there and start singing.
They wouldn't know what to do, bro.
Wait, so 20 you started drinking?
20, I started drinking.
Okay.
And I remember that because when earlier that year we had went to a pool party, and my best friend, he's been drinking forever, bro. He's like, so that's probably why he's like 5 fucking drink and stuff.
Oh shit.
And
Is that what happened to me?
oh shit, dude.
Oh,
We were all
no.
sitting down. I thought we were all the same height.
Yikes.
No, we're not, because I've seen how the women look at you when you're standing, and they ain't never looked at me that
I
way.
got a company
His seat's
car.
lowered.
We put y'all in the middle for a reason.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Speaking of which, actually, there was one story I wanted to bring up while you were on camera. So, we had originally talked a week ago about you coming on, and because of your schedule, you weren't able to make
Right.
it. But the night that we talked about it, you popped in. He was like, "Hey, man, what's up, man? Good to see you." I was like, "Man, good to see you too. I know you've been gone for a minute." So I actually hadn't seen you in like close to a month.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah. So I saw you and you were talking to me, and then all of a sudden this one woman walks up and starts talking to you. And she's all like, "Oh, you better be over here and you better come there because I'm gonna do this and this and that." And I have watched this woman curve so many men.
Oh word.
And she's talking to him like, "Yo, you got my number, right? Yeah, I better
Oh,
hear from you soon,"
wow.
and this and that. And then she walked away, and we went back to talk. He's like, "So anyway, yeah, all right, da 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 da." And she came back during the conversation. "Yeah, so I'm gonna get out of here. So I better hear from you, right?" And I was like,
shit.
"Oh shit, it looks so different on this side.
There's
It looks so different."
there's having juice, there's having sauce, and there's whatever the fuck he has.
There's having juice, having
called
sauce, and having size.
No, it's called a Business American Express card. That's
No, because this particular person I'm talking about, which is funny because you don't remember who it is.
I do.
You do?
And because I do want to repost this
Oh,
on my
yes.
social media for you guys when it comes out. Out of respect, I'm saying no names.
Right. So
I
this,
do- I-
this
I-
yeah, okay. So
I
you do know
remember.
why.
Yes,
So this
yes.
is why I said what I said a moment ago, which I apparently misspoke.
Oh, you're good.
The reason, no, I mean, as far as with this particular person,
Yeah.
I've watched so many people, so many men try to talk to her who are around her age, or not age, height,
Mhm.
or a little taller. And she always talked to them like, "Oh, sweetheart."
Oh,
She even did it to me, and I
word.
wasn't even hitting on her. She looked at me like I was like a little fucking doll, and I was like,
You want to open and
mean-
close your check, girl?
for real. And she's just looking at me, and I'm like, don't break me, but break me, please.
I just need you to pay for this drink.
But the last time I saw her, when she was acting like that, she left with the tallest guy there.
Word.
So then when I saw her like come back, like, yo, I still gotta talk to you. I was like, man, the power of tallness.
But
I
you
won't-
know,
I-
you know
you
what?
know?
I've been told by girls, man, that there's a sweet spot when it comes to height, right?
Yeah.
That there once you're over a certain height, it's just like goofy looking.
Yeah,
have you guys ever
because
heard
it's just too much limbs.
just too- yeah,
No
yeah,
one
yeah,
sold
yeah.
women
Like
under
Slender
5'4"
Man,
like-
that because women under 5'4"
Oh, they don't care.
they
aim
don't.
for
Care. They're like, if I'm gonna climb a tree, I'm gonna climb the biggest one I can find.
the tallest tree
Yes,
possible. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Seriously, man. Seriously, they be like this tall.
Like it looks illegal.
Like, well,
I wasn't
a
gonna
lot of
say
the
it.
women I remember, Shaq used to date like his ex-wife was like short as fuck. And I was like, what the fuck? What are y'all doing?
The top of her head was like to his dick.
How old are y'all? Do you guys remember Hoops? From
I was
yeah.
waiting for
Flavor of
break.
Love?
Yes.
yeah.
Flavor of Love.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
And she was like 5'2", 5'3".
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Jack is like 7'1", 9,000 pounds.
That's-
Like
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Yeah. I'm just like, how is a guy like me supposed to get any opportunity? I'm only 5'9". It starts with a 5. It's like telling someone that your birth date starts in 19. They're like, yeah, nah, fuck that. I
Oh,
don't even want
shit.
to talk to you no more. I had that happen to me a couple months
before
ago.
I hit a growth spurt in middle school, it was like twofold. I used to always walk on my toes. So like I have, if you
shit.
ever see I have like fucking massive calves. I used to always walk on my toes because it made me like feel taller. And then I played basketball. So I
Yeah.
would always be doing like calf raises.
Mhm.
It looks fucking goofy when I'm walking. I still probably retain some of it, but like I had like a little bounce. Like walking. Why is this motherfucker so happy everywhere he's going, yo? But
Why is he prancing everywhere? How's a prancer?
Shut
He got a lot of pep in his step.
Where's he
Yo.
going?
Too much
Damn.
pep.
I thought we were going to the same place. Why is he so happy to go there?
This motherfucker's always frolicking.
Yeah. So I get it, man. I definitely get it. And then I hit that growth spurt, and I didn't really have to do that much anymore.
Lucky you.
Hey, I mean, listen, you got cool ass purple hair. That's all that matters.
Yo, I have to do so much more work, but it's okay.
I used to have blonde hair.
I'm okay with that. I have too. I've had almost every color in the
You
rainbow.
did do the blonde.
Thank you. I said I had almost every color in the rainbow. He didn't ding me at first. Come on now.
Oh, now I know what the bell is.
Yeah. I didn't catch it. Now I got it. I'll give you another.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I worked hard for that. I worked hard for that.
I thought I know what the fuck the bell is.
I told you this would be easy once
Oh
you sat
my
in the chair,
God.
man. Like this is literally
I
what
know
we
what
do
the
every
bell's for
week.
now.
The same shit that we would do if we weren't recording.
Yeah.
We're
Sit at
just
a bar.
doing it in a way that
Chopping it up.
we hope to get canceled.
Love it.
Or make money.
So let's
Or
wait till
both.
episode 52 where y'all get canceled.
Yeah, maybe.
We get into a
So yeah, it's
year.
like a year. Like a year when we get
Yeah,
canceled.
yeah, we're almost there, man.
Yeah.
We're almost fucking there, dude.
Congratulations, though, man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
congratulations.
It's been a fucking journey. I remember when we didn't even have the video figured
Wait.
out yet, and we were just doing
Remember
audio.
what I told you? What our percentage of audience was?
Yes,
It's about to be 100 after having him here.
bro.
You guys
Seriously.
give me hella credit, bro.
Nah, we're not just giving you credit. We know what our audience is.
You know what our
They
audience
be
is.
like, who that? Is he coming back? The majority of the comments is, when is he coming back?
Baby, share this shit.
I don't
Share
know.
it. Like
Hit
it.
him up and ask him when he's coming back.
Yeah.
They made him
Shit.
actually wear tank tops today. 'Cause They
Yes.
just said they
Yeah.
wanted to see more skin.
They didn't ask me for shit other than to shut the fuck up.
But it's a podcast, so they can be quiet. Because
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna keep talking and stay fully clothed. Apparently, fuck y'all.
You gotta troll next time and just wear no word, bro.
Shit.
Fuck it.
Damn.
So, I will say one of my favorite things about when a rep comes in, especially if you have a prior relationship, is, you know, sometimes you will have a little bit of entourage, sometimes you won't. But the reps who really, in my opinion, get it, or maybe it's just, you know, they're early enough in it to where they haven't been jaded by it. They haven't been overutilized with different, so many accounts or whatever, is that you also bring the energy. I wish I could remember the one particular rep that we have a great relationship with at my job, but I haven't had too many conversations with them one-on-one because they bring in so many people.
Right.
They're literally saying, I'm going to bring in this amount of people and I'm going to buy for them and buy more and tip you on top, which lifts the spirits of the people there, especially on a slow night, man. Like, if you have only had maybe 20 covers the entire fucking night and it's 9-10 o'clock and you've been there since 5, and one of the reps that you really enjoy seeing comes in with just 5 or 6 people, but that rep and that they're bringing in 5 or 6 good people and they're going to buy stuff for everyone there, you're just like, oh man, the energy just went up in the room. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I've always felt like the homie Mike brings in. I thought he was a rep at first. He told me he wasn't, but even when I see just him, because my interaction with him from the beginning, was an offshoot of my interaction with you. So I already knew he was good people.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I just always appreciated that. So I've been curious, how do you select who you say I'm going to let into that circle as far as, sometimes you'll bring someone out once or twice.
Right.
But just like last night when you came in, even though you weren't doing a spin, you was just coming to say what up.
Right.
I recognize everyone in your group, whether I know their name or not. So it's just like, I felt the need to say, hey man, how you doing? Hey, how you been? To let them know I recognize you.
Right,
I don't just recognize him.
That's a great
I recognize
thing to
all
do,
of you.
too, though. And I think that's one of the skills that I learned as a bartender. Also, bartending made me so much more of a people person. I believe it or not, I kind of consider myself actually introvert.
Same.
Yeah. But I can cosplay.
Yeah.
Same. I always say, like, when I get up, that's when I put my mask on.
Yeah, and then like once I'm out and about and I'm out there, like it's natural. Like I naturally am a people person. Energy attracts energy, man. I truly feel that, like, the people that I have around me are full of integrity, really like open to try new things, spontaneous. They're good to people, which is really important to me. That's also what I look for in, like, somebody
just in general.
dating. Yeah, like it's just like that's a really important thing to me. It's just like how you treat people, right?
Yeah.
And in that, because we're gonna double back to that. But
just they're just really good people, man. They like care about the people that are around them, and it's people have told me that it's very hard to find good people here in Los Angeles. Obviously, I'm not from here.
I will say though, I apologize for interrupting on that particular point.
Yeah.
I've lived in multiple cities and multiple states. It's hard to find good people anywhere if you're not going to the right place.
For sure.
Right.
And if you're not who you want to be to attract the right person, you're not going to attract the right people.
Right.
Yeah.
We had talked, bathroom right now. We had talked about moving here back in 2016. We've been friends for like 10 years at this point almost.
Right.
And when we originally were talking about moving out here, one of the impediments for him was that, didn't know people.
Right.
And at that time, we weren't at the level where we both are now, where we're like, well, we can go meet people. Our thing, the same way we all know each other.
Yeah.
But if you just go into it thinking, oh, you can't meet good people in LA, oh, you can't meet good people in Phoenix or Seattle, Chicago, Miami, New York, whatever, you're always going to feel that way.
Yeah.
Every place is going to be hard to meet people because you're not from there. Even if you're from there, if you've been gone for longer than a year, there's no guarantee you're going to make friends when you get back. There's no guarantee that your previous friends are still going to be there.
That's the fact, actually.
Yeah.
Because I've gone back to places that I lived before, and the landscape of it looks entirely different. My relationships have kind of like changed with some of those, like, I was about to call them auxiliary people, but that's really fucked up. People that I didn't have like a super close relationship with.
Yeah.
Periphery.
Yes.
Like they're there, they're not right in front of you.
Right.
Right.
My I guess primary relationships in those places there solid. They're built. They're like fucking built in bond. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, no, I do agree with that, man. Like places change, people change, time changes. For me moving here, I might have had like a little bit of a cheat code because when I did come here, I came here for like a reason, and I already kind of like I had like people surrounding me
Mhm.
that were like doing the same thing that I was doing, so it made it easier for me to meet people,
Right.
and then kind of determine what type of people to be around, and type of people I want to keep around me. Um, where the fuck was I going with that?
Hey, yo, it was you were going
Meeting
deep.
people in a
Yeah.
new city.
Meeting people
Yeah,
in new cities,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
You asked me about the people around me.
Yeah.
Great energy,
Yeah.
good to other people. And I don't know, they're just fun people, dude. Like
Right.
they're just fun people. I can hit them up anytime and like let's go do this. They're down for whatever, man.
And the people I've seen around you all have their own money.
Which is a really important thing.
Right. I don't
Super,
see people hanging
super
around
important.
you that are just like, I need a free drink.
And it's like
Yeah.
actually to the fault. Sometimes we got one of my homies that my boy like he spends money like it's not even great. I hope the IRS ain't listening to this shit, bro. He spends money like it's not even funny. Like we
Yeah.
made jokes about him. Any small inconvenience, he will purchase the next most expensive. So like we make fun. We're like, hey, such and such. Like, what happens if we want to go somewhere and there's traffic? He's just like, oh, let's just get a fucking helicopter. I'm like, get a helicopter.
Whoa.
We are not the same.
That is not where my head goes.
I rode a scooter over here to do this interview.
I thought Uber XL. I thought that's where you were going. Yo, let's just fly there.
But
It's across the street.
Yeah, I'm like, what do you
I don't
mean?
want to take the elevator. Let's just call a helicopter.
In your building, like
Crazy. Damn.
Yeah.
All right, for sure.
But I mean, very generous. But the
That's the
people,
type of person that like
Helicopters
he's
that come
up
in,
for
drop a
fucking
rope.
adventure,
All right, guys, hook up.
like anytime. Like that's what's up.
so we were just talking about actually going to Catalina this summer, right? And I was telling them about an experience I had over
Is it going to be a wine mixer?
Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Holy
man.
shit.
But I was telling them that I've only been to Catalina once, and it was about 2 years ago, and I
You
rode
fancy as fuck.
not the way that I went over there. We went down to Long Beach. I was dating this girl at this time, and we went down to Long Beach, and we got on jet skis and rode the jet skis from Long Beach across 35 miles of open water to Catalina.
Jesus.
It was the wildest shit that I've done. The like
You gonna get stuck out there like DJ Khaled. The fuck?
incredible.
Bro,
Shit.
Future ain't
So
home.
I ain't home.
Ain't home.
Future got that. Like, yo, don't come over. I ain't home.
I ain't
man.
home.
I be doing that to my homies all the time.
Oh,
I said, hey, yo, at the front, my concierge, Michael, that I guess they think we're related, and it's cool to just let him up anytime.
I'm not gonna
You
lie.
thought we were related
I
too?
did.
Racist.
Yeah. You both
Wait.
proper light skins.
Mike?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Mike.
Exactly.
Oh,
it's
Mike.
not just me, bro.
I know.
It's not just me.
I
You're
know
both
Mike.
equally
I
tall.
work across the street from Shoo Shoo.
Yeah.
Baby.
He works at Joey's.
Joey.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I saw this motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
We went way back. I'm like, oh no, I saw you at my stepbrother's house for a barbecue.
I knew you did and now.
You were sitting over there. I know. Yeah. I didn't see you, but like, yeah, that makes sense. That
That's
makes sense.
fucking hilarious.
That's crazy,
I knew you
right?
then and now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But we know Mike over at Joe. Yeah.
I'm sure you do.
You know Mike.
Shout out my boy Mike. Boy, I love
Shout
that
out
boy,
Mike.
man.
I
Shout out
fucking
to
love Mike,
yo.
especially because I be sending Mike shit. He's like, "Yeah, I don't do that," and I'm like, "Damn, what do you do?" Because like,
Casamigos Reposado.
nah, I mean,
Every
I'm
time.
talking
Oh.
about extracurricular shit. I be sending him some depraved shit,
Nah,
and he'd be
Mike-
like,
Nah.
"Yeah, I don't do that. I don't
Yeah,
partake in that," and I'm
nah.
like. All right,
my boy
well,
straight now.
I'll keep
Yeah.
going down my list of things I do, and I'll find out what you do. I
Oh,
ain't
yeah.
found one yet.
Nah.
Oh, man.
But
He
coolest motherfucker, like
for
super
sure.
fucking dope.
Yeah.
Always shows love.
Yeah.
Like shout out to Mike as well, man.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
all of them, they're the homies, man.
Which is a testament to you on
Easy,
that.
dude.
Bro, yeah, we've been in probably a
Nah,
mad
crazy.
space
Yeah.
and just we're passing. That's
But
crazy.
y'all work y'all asses off at Joey, bro, and that
Yeah.
little fucking
The little bar.
5x3,
Bro, it's a fucking cardboard box.
No,
It'd be
yeah.
like 6 of us back
But
there.
it's art back there. Y'all like, yeah, fucking like, I'll make it work, man.
Yeah.
And then that's another thing too, man. You guys got a lot of great bartenders over there too.
Yeah.
I don't know how you personally feel about them, but I like.
No, I love all of them. Yeah, like, no, all my coworkers.
He's not just saying that because he's on camera.
I work with some bartenders up and like, no, I got
Like, what are y'all doing? Nah, all of them are like real cool peoples, and we all get along. Like, yeah, and we all support each other too. Like, I fuck with like all my bartenders over there. Servers, like,
servers.
solidarity, baby.
Yeah.
Servers are gonna serve. They're serve.
Nah,
Love 'em and
shout
hate
out
'em.
to my servers too. Like, y'all
Love 'em
cool.
and hate
Y'all
'em.
cool.
It's a love-hate thing.
Yeah. All right. So, there is like one particular story that I have to tell,
Oh shit!
and I will make this quick. But you have a cameo, so I have to say it while you're here.
Okay.
So as I said earlier, when we were talking about how we were gifted this microphone and everything like that, and I was cleaning up puke. So, and in that, cleaning up puke, not in my job description, but at the same time, it's like it's a small crew. If I don't do it, then one of my coworkers has to do it. Saying, I'm not gonna look at one of my coworkers and be like, "Nah, you clean it. I don't want to clean it."
Yeah.
It's like, all right, well, how about you go do that? You go do that, and I'll take care of this. I'm the closest one to it. So that's what I was doing. Talking to Jacob. Shout out to Jacob again. Chatting it up with him, chatting it up with you. Jacob leaves. You leave shortly after. Go through the night. The homie Linnell shows up. Like, dope ass fucking dude. He's gonna start listening to the pod, so this might actually be his first episode that he's actually listening to. But just like another person who brings in that positive energy. So you're happy to see that. So fast forward again. Got this one one table that's over to the side, and there's one guy paying the tab. Everybody else there looks like a bartender, or at least a server, but they're not the ones paying. And the guy who was paying was like, I'm in politics. And I was like, well, then I know you got the tab. Tip this a hundo. Of course, cool. Next thing you know, I'm standing outside talking to security and the bar manager. We're just chilling outside chatting. We're a bunch of fucking glass breaking shit. And then we're like, we dart inside. Because you
Oh shit!
both know,
Yeah.
you know too, like how close the front door is to where like the host stand as far as where we heard the glass was
Yeah.
right by the front door.
Oh.
So we're just like, yo, it's like 12:30 on a Sunday. We're
Yeah.
mad quiet. All the people we thought would cause a problem are gone.
Right.
So we all are like, what the fuck happened? You know what I mean? Run inside really fucking quick. And the table is just all like, sorry guys, sorry, we did this or whatever. And I'm like, yo, don't worry about it. We're going to clean this up. Start sweeping it. Bar manager calls me and the security guard over. He's like, yo, I got to tell you what happened when you guys stepped away. And we're like, yo, what's up? He's like, yeah, so all that glass is on the ground. And I'm pointing, telling one of the guys, like, hey. And dude's like, yeah, man, we're sorry. We didn't mean to do that. He's like, no. I think you need to pick that up. His candy bag, we'll call it,
Oh.
was right next to all the glass.
Politician.
No, politician already left.
Ooh.
He don't know how to party. He left too soon.
He's not a good politician.
Keep up.
So homie was like, oh man, thank you. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? Like, it would have sucked if I lost that, whatever.
Yeah.
So he picks that up. And we're all laughing about that. He comes back in. He's like, yeah, man, I'm sorry. But thank you again. Whatever. And I just jokingly said, next time just share, especially if you're going to drop it on the ground. And he was like, yo, that's not even my biggest bag. But I didn't hear that. I had already turned around because I got to get this glass up.
Holy shit.
And so I heard later on that this motherfucker pulled out a Ziploc bag out of his hoodie and was like,
He's a mule.
yeah, nah,
Oh.
he's something. He ain't a mule. He's selling that. He's slanging.
Oh my.
So he was
Selling
just like,
a
no,
whole
I got
Ziploc?
this. And I was like, yeah, that was just his travel size
That's like
bag.
personal. That's his personal.
That's his
thing.
bathroom.
Yeah,
That's his
for
bathroom bag.
sure. Yeah. Not a whole
So-
Ziploc.
So that happens, you know, and then I hear this story and we're all laughing about that or whatever. And we're trying to get everybody out because it's kind of slow.
Yeah.
You saw it was a little slow. And so I go back behind the bar and I'm like, yo, and I start breaking down my well. Cool. I can start breaking down my well. Breaking it down. And there's this one Goro dude, like, you know, sitting in front of me. This girl sitting next to him. Light skin, just, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, that's his girl. So we all know how it is, especially if the guy is less attractive than the girl and they're sitting in front of your well. You don't make eye contact. You don't want to fuck up your tip.
Yeah.
I don't need this motherfucker getting upset at me.
Yeah.
So the whole time they're sitting in front of my well, I'm not serving them. I'm letting the other bartender serve them because woman.
Right.
And she's way nicer than me. So let her do it.
Yeah.
And they loved her too. Shout
Yeah.
out to Brenda. She doesn't listen, but she might one day. She's scared I'm gonna say something negative about her. I'm like, how can I? You're fucking adorable. You're nice as fuck. Everyone fucking loves you. How can anyone say anything bad? But point is, when I'm ignoring them, the woman says like, oh, can I get another shot? And I was like, yeah, sure. And I haven't bought any shots for anyone that day, so I know I can buy that shot.
Right.
I was like, yo, I'm already paid for this. Like, can I get a shot and a number? And I was like, between 1 and 10.
Wait. Oh, that's what it real quick.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
That was my reaction.
shit.
I'm cleaning, and she says that. I was like, a number? What? Between what and what? And she was like, a shot? Okay, cool. I got the shot.
Yeah.
What about you, homie? And she said again a number, and I was looking at him, and he was like, I guess he said he wanted a beer, but I didn't hear it because I'm still focused on what she said. And she's like, I know you heard me. And I was like, what do you mean?
Shit.
And I was like, you said a shot. And she's like, yeah. And a number. And I was like, what number? To the venue? Because that's our Wi-Fi password.
Right. You're not being that.
Right.
He's
He
so
was
coy.
paying.
Yeah. Come on,
Bruh,
man.
he's holding a knot in his hand.
Okay, that's
He's
fair.
paying for everything.
Right.
At the very least, I'm like, I ain't gonna fuck up the tip.
I got you.
You know what I
got
mean?
you.
So
But
I'm like,
she's getting too bold. At
she's
this
getting
point.
too bold.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I'm sure we've all had this happen.
Yeah.
Especially you motherfuckers, where a motherfucker gets too bold even in front of their man or their bad date in front of you. And I'm just like, I'm not going to be privy or the focal point of you getting upset at me because she's taking out on you.
Right.
So I was like, yo, I'm just chilling. Like, yo, you're with your dude. She's like, oh, no, that's my best friend. I was like, I looked at him. I was like, are you best friend? He's like, that's what she said while holding the knot. And I was like, so, I mean, she's like, yeah, I want that number. I was like, okay,
Bet.
write the number
Say
down.
less.
I'm not thinking nothing about it because people ask for numbers all the time. They're
Yeah.
not going to use them. I'm not even tripping on it. Here, you can take the fucking number. But as we can all attest to, you can't give a fake number to a woman.
No.
They'll call it in front of you.
Immediately.
When men do it and they get fucking like shut down, like, oh, it's the wrong number. It's like, bye. But if we give the wrong numbers, like, rah, 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 still, I'm thinking about the tip.
Yeah.
I give her a number and everything. She's like, I want to take a shot with you. Purple is my favorite color. I love that hair. And I was like, how much do you love it? It can show up wherever you want it to.
Oh my God.
So I was like, all right, I'll take a shot with you.
Yeah.
So I cheers her or whatever because it's the end of the night. It's the only time we can take shots now. I cheers her. I take the shot. I put the shot glass down. I look to my coworker. I said something. I turn back. I see her like this.
Oh.
And the shot had this much out of it. So then I was like, I know she didn't do what I think she did. And her friend's looking at her, and he's like, yo, go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. And she's like, no. And so I was just like, oh, she's just trying to spit out that bit of the shot because it was well. So all right, she just wants to spit out that little bit of the shot.
Oh God.
She's pointing at the glass because he's trying to hand her a napkin. She's like, no. So I hand her the glass, still hoping that it's not going to happen. She takes the glass and vomits into the glass. Right in front of me and him. Vomits into the glass. And then puts the glass back down on the bar.
Get the fuck out of here.
Shut up.
And I'm just looking, and I'm just like,
What do you
okay,
want me to do with that at this
so
point?
this is trash now. Cool. Go ahead and throw that in the trash. And I'm looking at him, and this motherfucker has literally got a napkin brushing the vomit off of her titties. And I was like, you got to be the best of friends.
No,
It's
that's,
a
Russian
place or
vomit.
mine.
that's too wild.
I heard wedding bells, bro. I was like, yo.
There's no
I'm
way.
like, yo. And in her
Oh,
response, he was
shit.
like, yo, you should have went to the bathroom. She's like, nah, I had to. And I was just like,
Had
you
to
didn't?
what?
You didn't, but okay. So then they get up and they just walk out. And I was like, well, I'm not going to hear from her. And my coworker, Brenda, she was like, so what happened with that one girl? And I tell her the whole story. I said, my favorite thing about her is I don't have to ask if she spits or swallows because I already got my answer.
God. Oh my God. There's an easier way to get that answer.
That was a journey for that joke, and I'm not upset about it. Payoff was worth
It
it.
was
That
literally,
was-
that's the joke I said at the time.
Oh
I had to
my
give you the whole fucking
God,
story
bro.
because
That is
I'm just sitting there, so I'm laughing. I'm just completely just lost because after everything else that has happened on this day, I started my day and ended my day with vomit because the guy vomited earlier in the day and I had to clean that up.
Oh, this is not the
And-
same one?
This is last night, bro.
Oh, no, I'm
You
saying.
walked in, I had vomit.
Oh, that's
You left a little
Oh,
bit
I thought you were
later. I
cleaning
had
up
more
her
vomit.
That's up.
No.
Oh my God.
No.
Yo, what the fuck? The shoots need to start
Bro.
screening the people that
Bro,
come
y'all gotta, what the fuck?
Nando got to stop giving people
Yeah,
well
I'm just
shots,
like,
bro.
yo, yeah, it's shots. Well,
We
some
need
shots.
better tequila.
That's what it is, hard. Yeah.
And
Sure.
it is
So like the
but-
well is El Jimador right now?
El Jimador. But at the same
It's
time,
not
you're
terrible.
not
It's
supposed to
not
have a
terrible.
violent reaction to where she was wearing all black, leather black pants and a black turtleneck long sleeve shirt. You're wearing all black. You trying to stun on them hoes. I get it. But if you vomit on yourself, you ain't stunting on
There's
nobody.
nothing- yeah. there's-
He's literally like brushing off her dinner.
That is
Like,
That's
yo,
gross.
get that off your titty, girl.
Fuck. I
Get
don't
that
know.
off your titty.
I feel like I developed like at a certain point, I have like a 90-second window when I know I'm about to vomit. And like your mouth starts to salivate a lot,
Yeah,
and like
you
you
like,
kind of
yep.
feel it coming. It's like
Mhm.
cool, and like very smoothly, just like, all right, guys, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom real
Yeah.
quick, and you just like escape. And like some of my homies that know me, they know the look, and they know when I go to the bathroom, it's like, oh, he's
Yeah.
gonna boot and rally, and I come
Yeah.
back, I'm like, all right, next shot, and I'm
Yeah.
ready to go.
Love a
He's
But,
man
like-
with me. I've done it.
I love a good boot and rally.
But the thing is, like,
I love a good
these
rally.
people that like literally sit at the bar and like think they can just tough it out and then just like vomit like all over your bar or into a cup. I'm just like, yo, how old are you? Like, have
They
you
don't,
not?
they don't know how to drink. I don't think. I actually can't. I can't remember the last time I threw up.
I can
It's been
because
a minute for me.
mushrooms were involved.
It's been a
I,
minute
I
for me.
It's been
didn't
a
I didn't
long
plan my
time.
day correctly. I
Yeah.
thought I would be able to eat before I started my trip,
Yeah.
but I was supposed to go to a movie.
Wait,
That was the day.
that was the night.
Yeah, I literally took a fucking shot of mezcal, even though I had other people because I was at my job.
Yeah.
I had other people at the bar ask me to take shots with them. I'm like,
Oh,
I'm
shit.
sorry, I only have one more shot left in me, and
Yeah.
I got to get out of here. It's already at my table, and I go back to the table, and I take the shot, and I looked at him, was like, I'll see you out back. And I just walked out back.
Right.
And he comes out and he's trying to talk to me, and I just start violently vomiting into a trash
Oh
can.
my God.
But I was like, I did it to myself. Yeah,
You
because
wanted-
I did it to myself.
did.
I
Yeah.
did
And
that.
the thing was, is like,
Avatar, huh?
No, Ant-Man and the Wasp,
Quantumania.
Quantumania. Yeah.
the thing was, is like,
That
I
shit's
knew
kinda
that was gonna
trippy.
happen, but I
Yeah.
couldn't stop you because you already took it. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker's gonna puke.
I wasted a shot
I
of
seen it.
mezcal.
I seen it before you did it. I'm like, oh, he's gonna fucking puke after this.
Yeah,
Sure enough, I just kept my mouth shut. I'm like, all right, we'll see.
yeah.
Walked out and beeline straight to that trash can. Just
Yeah.
You shouldn't do it.
And
in the
then
car.
got back up and continued the conversation, and we came home and talked and drank some more. I was just,
Listen,
but
man.
at the same time, if I'm gonna puke, which is rare, I'm gonna be a professional about it. It's not gonna be anybody else's fucking mess.
No.
You know,
Nah.
that
I
first
never
guy who
want anybody
puked
cleaning
and
up,
went
yeah.
in the bathroom and puked all over our bathroom as well.
So he made it to the bathroom
Damn.
After puking,
and then missed it.
yeah, he puked out in front of where everyone else was. Then went
Then
in the bathroom and
ran it
puked
back.
again, and puked on everything. And then sat in the bathroom
Like,
for
come
20
on.
minutes. Bro, he sat in the bathroom for 20 minutes and came out in a different shirt. Like a costume change would mean we didn't know who the fuck he was.
Where do you get a?
Bruh, I was waiting
Also,
for
like,
him.
what do
Who's
you
the
mean
thing
he went
is,
to the
Clark
bathroom? He
Kent?
just
My boy had
didn't.
a bag stashed in the bathroom.
He
For
was
this
like,
moment.
He said,
No,
You know,
homie.
you in the movies,
No,
where
it's like Godfather. Like how Godfather, he stashed like the gun in like the toilet. He stashed the extra shirt like in the toilet just
it
in
was
case.
like fucking like moving the ceiling thing, the ceiling tile, and then pulling
Oh,
the fucking thing
shit.
over to-
He's like, this is just in case. Okay, cool.
he's got shirts strategically,
How he missed, like, the
strategically stashed
toilet,
throughout
like
Los Angeles.
urinal. He just
He didn't miss a urinal. He just didn't miss everything around it as well.
damn, bro. Like God.
Like all of y'all could get it.
Spray, dog.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Respect.
Anybody else?
Um, I
couldn't do it.
had something, but I completely lost it. Completely lost it. Oh yeah, you know what? As a liquor rep, when you go and like sell the product, whatever, do you give like a long-winded lesson about what you're selling?
So there are a lot of different
Do you
components
have a
to my job.
spiel? What do you like?
It's so like I was saying, it's a lot of different components to my job. So you have like activating like on a consumer level, like doing parties and stuff like and like consumer facing stuff. And then you also have brand education and brand advocacy. So like coming into the account and then doing like a staff training on the portfolio, going through each one and then telling you guys the story behind said liquor brand, why this product is different from this product and this product, and then even going bigger, telling you more stuff about the category, and like the little like smaller, more detailed things about our brand in particular. We also bring it back around so it applies to the account, show you how you can sell this product, right? What's the best way to drink this product? Is it neat? Is it rocks? What kind of cocktails can you make with this product?
Right.
What if there's any food pairings? Like what kind of food pairing would you do with this product? So that's a really, really big component of the job, is making sure you guys as trade know what you're selling, right? And I think I'm really good at that part because I was on the other side. I was a bartender.
Right.
You know what we're listening for.
Exactly. And,
Right.
I explained that to them when I was interviewing for this job, is that I know what a good staff training and a bad staff training looks like, right? More often than not, they're sometimes mandatory, and then you just get paid hourly for it.
Right.
You're not getting tips or anything. Sometimes they're paired with a dinner. Really good ones are paired with a dinner. And you just kind of like casually, you make it casual, you go through, but you make it interesting. You want to be concise, but you want to give them some stuff that like sticks with them, like really interesting stuff that sticks with them. So yeah, I think I'm really good at that part. So yes, I have decks and decks of like
cue cards and shit or whatever.
I'm at the point where I have to use cue cards now. How I was mentioning to you guys is that like in October of last year when I got this job, I signed my offer letter on a Tuesday, and by that Sunday I was on a flight to Paris to then take the train down to Cognac to go see our vineyards and go see the Maison, and just
Cognac's a place.
so Cognac is a city, a region,
know that.
and a spirit.
Word.
Did not know Cognac was
Over
a
in
place.
Europe, like everything is based on like where it was like made, pretty much.
Didn't know that.
So
And then a lot of spirits are like that. It's just that they don't also name the spirit after it.
Yeah.
I think
Right.
that's where it kind of gets lost.
And so the reason that cognac is cognac, cognac as an actual spirit is actually brandy, and so not all brandy is cognac, but all cognac is brandy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like mezcal and
tequila,
tequila.
mezcal.
Exactly, champagne from France.
Right, sparkling wine. Yeah.
And the difference between sparkling wine, then you get into the whiskeys in Kentucky and how those, it has to meet certain criteria for it to be called that. So that's the same thing with cognac. And you do that to protect the integrity of the product,
Mm-hmm.
and then also the economy of the region that it's coming from.
So, so the place that I work at, right, I get a lot of damn. See the price of
Mhm.
like we serve Hennessy. I get a lot of damn. Can you explain why cognac is priced the way it is?
Yeah.
Can you just give Give the viewers, give people out there that are like, damn, why is this so fucking expensive? Not just because it's like a namesake, but
Absolutely.
like just like
Yeah.
what makes it.
So,
Yeah.
so there's layers to that, right? We don't set the prices that consumers get when they purchase it in
Right.
you guys' accounts.
Right.
The buyer, whoever's in charge of the cocktail program, sometimes the owner, they set what it is based on how much they're paying per case for
Right.
this and what kind of margins they want to see in return on these drinks, right?
Which, if you're buying higher quantity, you're gonna, a lot of times, if you have a great relationship,
Yep.
you're gonna get a lower price point per
Right.
bottle.
Yeah.
If you buy a higher quantity,
Exactly.
you can't buy just 3 bottles and be like, "Well, give me a good price."
Yeah.
You only bought 3
and then
bottles.
if you have a
You buy 20 bottles.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me help you out a little bit because you're moving 20 bottles of our product.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so they're different. They're different. So I'm for people that don't know, we don't sell the cognac directly to bars, restaurants. We're the supplier, and
Right.
it goes through a distributor,
Right.
as you guys know. Like,
Yeah.
and in our case, I don't know if you have to beep that out.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
allowed to mention that, but was the sales portion of the relationships with these accounts. So, with all that taken into consideration, that's how you get the pricing for the cocktail. So on my end, though, as far as the product, we focus on 3 different pillars, right? Time, terroir, and people. This is the pillars of what makes my company a company. And so the part of that you need to focus on is time, and what goes into actually making this product. So our VSOP will sit in French oak barrels.
What does
a
VSOP stand for? For
very
those that
special
don't know.
old pale. So our VSP sits in barrels for 4 years.
Mm.
You know, this is
Yeah.
not like something that you can just
Yeah.
do.
Turn in a year.
Turn and burn.
Can't make
months.
it in a bathtub.
Turn and burn.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Takes time.
It takes time. And
Right.
even if we pop open one of those barrels after the 4-year mark, and it's not where we want it quality wise, we'll leave it in there. It stays. And then when you get up to our higher marks, which is our ultra premiums in the category, which are I'm not going to mention what the name of it is, but the ultra premium beautiful bottles are made out of baccarat crystal,
Like handcrafted,
It's
hand painted type
insane.
shit.
But that liquid that sits in barrels between 40 to 100 years.
Oh, shit.
Jesus Christ.
So
Time
it's
is
like-
money, man.
So it's like
Yeah.
like even
Yeah,
it's
our
money.
current cellar master now is making putting eau de vie in barrels that he'll never taste or even get to see someone enjoy.
That's
So it's like,
crazy.
there's kind of like a beauty of it. It's a beauty in it that, like a selflessness, right? And a dedication or to the craft, to the
It
art.
has to be done
right?
the right way
Exactly.
because this will be your legacy no matter
Right.
what.
And so
Their name will be, signature will be on that
Absolutely.
bottle when
Yeah.
it
On
releases.
every
That's pretty
barrel.
special.
Yeah.
That's really special.
yeah, and so
It's very special, actually.
very special. That's BS, my boy. That's BS.
I'll give you that one.
So my job is to express that and like let people know that like all alcohol is not created equally,
Of
Exactly.
course.
right?
Of course.
Exactly.
Not to disparage any other category,
Mhm.
but you asked me earlier if the alcohol that I sell is my favorite spirit. It wasn't before I started. I was whiskey when I was in New York. When I moved to Los Angeles, or the last tail end of New York, and then when I moved to Los Angeles, all agave spirit,
Word.
mezcal, and then
Tequila,
tequila, just like crazy amounts, right?
Yeah.
Because it kind of it's associated with where you kind of at in life, what you
Mhm.
like, what are you drinking for?
Right.
Yeah.
Like this
What
is
I'm drinking
not, like,
now is not what I was drinking 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so, cognac changed my life or my drinking preference. I won't say
Word.
changed my life. Relax.
Oh, listen,
Easy,
easy.
easy. Look, you just got
You about to make me cry, bro.
Start a whole other podcast.
Yeah, shit, man.
I'm trying to
Change
see
your
my
life.
boss to see this. They're like, yo, get that man some more money.
Last night the cognac changed my life.
But yeah, no, it really changed how I viewed the product, and it is now my favorite spirit.
That's what's up.
Just
How do you enjoy it usually?
Just depends on which expression in the portfolio that
Gotcha.
I'm drinking. So if I'm drinking a more premium in the portfolio,
Mhm.
which is aged for at least 10 years in French oak barrels, I like to do it either neat or with one big rock.
The
in
right
there.
way to do
Yeah,
it.
like a
Yeah.
good King Q.
Now, what do you
Okay.
say to people that want to put cognac in a margarita?
One
Well,
question before you answer that. When do you have to leave?
What?
We are at 7:34. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm right around.
Like,
the
do you
corner.
have like
Let's-
another
let's-
10?
Yeah, let me go to 8. Let's go to 8. If you have time. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I want to make sure you have
Yeah,
time.
no, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
good.
cool. Because I haven't asked you
I'm just
before
gonna
we
jump on my
start.
helicopter and head home.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's the scenario?
Boys, I gotta raise now.
No. Your homie got the jetpacks
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
before
yeah.
everybody
Oh,
else.
Yo.
Shit.
Where the fuck are
Dang.
jetpacks, bro? It's like 2023,
Yo,
dog.
Rocket Man was so long
I grew
ago.
up on
I'll even
Rocket
take
Ship.
that.
Y'all remember that movie?
Yes, I remember
Bro,
Rocket
I was
Man.
like, I thought this shit was gonna be
I said
everywhere
Rocket
by
Man.
now.
Yeah, I said
It's-
Rocket Man. My fault, but I was on that with you.
Yeah,
Right?
it's crazy,
I remember
bro.
that. I thought I'd have a gold helmet by
Everyone
now.
would have one. Yes,
You
that
can't
gold
have a
helmet.
helmet, you just won't be able to fly around.
You're not
with
going
it.
anywhere
Exactly.
with shit.
He was the original Iron Man.
Yeah.
Real
He was a
talk.
broke boy Iron Man.
So for somebody that's for a
You, so
cognac
you-
Hennessy margarita,
You asked, yeah, so
what would you say to that?
Ask him to
if
leave.
you were funny enough. So
Oh, shit.
No, you don't ask him to leave. Actually, which
you
is
should
like,
fucking ask him to leave.
is incredible because people have in their heads what cognac or certain spirits, even it doesn't have to be cognac, how you drink it, right? Or what
Right.
it's tied to. A lot of people with cognac, they think cognac is their grandfather's.
Yeah.
Or they think it's just you just sit and you sip it while you smoke a cigar, or in other countries it's just a celebratory thing, right? You know, this is not something that you consume all the time. It's only in like moments of celebration,
Right.
or with dessert. Those are all correct.
Yeah.
But there are also other ways to do it. And so I found my challenge here in Los Angeles, where it is a white spirits city, and agave.
What?
What?
Whipped cream.
A lot of agave, like mezcal,
Yeah, it's
predominantly
super
dominant.
agave.
Absolutely.
So you want to try to find, when you're in these accounts where all they do is agave, they have the product, but they don't want to really invest in making like a cocktail out of it, or like
Yeah.
featuring it in any kind of way.
Right.
Is you show them like you can make a beautiful cognac margarita. A
Mm.
beautiful cognac margarita. Now I'll come back sometime and I'll make one for you guys. But I've came up with a recipe and we've used it in my accounts that don't really want to lean into like the sidecar, which is our
That's
focus.
what I was gonna bring up.
That's
I
the
was
bread
like,
and butter.
sidecar.
That's
It's
the
like
bread and
go-to.
butter of it.
Focus, and I
Either
actually-
neat, rocks, sidecar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I have a really good. So I would say the French palate is a little bit more. They don't like sweet as much as we do.
Word.
So that the recipe that we have as a company, or the widely recognized recipe for sidecar, is not the one that I always use.
Mhm.
Right.
Mm.
So I feel like it's a little like uneven. The balance is off. So I'll add 0.25 simple syrup to it.
Mm.
But I also opt for no sugar rim. I don't really.
Okay.
I don't personally prefer the sugar rim.
Yeah.
I know it like
Because you're a man.
Because you're a man.
I don't want to
I
say
mean,
that.
you have it. You
I
have
don't
it in a
wanna say
regular
that.
glass, right?
Like toxic
you drink
masculinity.
it. Drink it in a
Wow,
regular.
dude,
Dude, I make
No,
it.
it's
I pour
just
it
a-
back in the bottle and then I drink it out of
Yeah.
Kidding me, dude?
Yeah, put it in like a regular glass. You know.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
Yeah, no,
God.
it's just because we have so many people lately that they act as if you insulted them by giving them a coupe,
Yeah.
especially if it has sugar
Well,
on there.
listen,
It's
man,
like,
some of
well,
the
I have to make 100 of these a night,
Yeah.
and my bar manager and my other manager tell me I have to make it the same way every time. If you don't
Yeah.
tell me not to make it the way that you want it made, please don't be
I'm gonna
angry
default.
at me. Like, I'm not judging
Default.
you.
Yeah.
I don't care how you want it made. Just tell me you want it made that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But listen, there's nothing wrong with drinking a cocktail out of it. I'll
No.
say that like
And it's
what
for a reason.
And he's
like,
over
are
6
you
foot.
think holding something like this makes you less of a man?
Yeah.
That's what people
Some
kinda
of the
get.
biggest fucking gangsters
Yeah.
For
in
real.
American history drank cocktails out of fucking coops.
Martinis.
Martinis.
And also, it's less ice. So like you're actually getting a less diluted
Absolutely.
cocktail. So
Right.
yeah,
Absolutely.
it frustrates me a little bit, but yeah.
Listen.
Plus, it keeps it cold without the ice. Because
Yeah.
usually those coops are stored in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
That's why we're doing it. We're not trying to bitchify you. We're just saying you want it cold. You want it not diluted. This is the easiest way I can
We're
do
here
that
for
for
you.
you, man.
Also, fucking grow up, dude. Like,
Yeah.
fucking glassware, dog.
Bro,
Who cares?
you'd be
We're drinking
surprised.
shots out of ramekins. What the fuck?
Yo, for real, man. For real.
Drinking
There's mustard in
peach
there
soju. Come on. There has probably been mustard in there.
Yeah,
I hope so.
For sure there's been
love
mustard,
mustard.
man. Hell yeah.
But no, man. We're in a really interesting time right now because you have not only a new consumer base that are new to drinking and want to develop new drinking habits, or just don't know how to drink, or spent most of their pandemic at home drinking only what they know.
Drinking double Long
Trying
Island.
something new now,
Got you.
and we're coming back out
PMS.
into the world. So this is a really great time to teach people.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time that motherfuckers don't know how to drink, and I can say that because at one point I didn't know how to
Right.
drink.
All
right?
of us.
You have,
All
to,
of
you
us
have to
have.
learn how to drink, and that's the teaching component is very, very important. Now the other side of it is that yes, you have new people entering into as consumers, but you also have a lot of people that were pushed out of the industry during the pandemic that saw that, you know what, this is not stable enough for me. When shit closed down, restaurants and everything closed down, and they took like a huge hit, people left the industry.
Right.
And they went and got,
Oh,
I
man.
guess even
The
more,
exodus was
more
real.
practical jobs or whatever, however you
They
want.
got regular jobs just like you put your sidecars in a regular glass.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you just got a different job.
Yeah.
Please stop making it sound like you left some bad industry and all of a sudden you're doing better, because how many people have we all run into who were former industry, especially
Oh man, I miss it.
pre-pandemic,
Yeah.
and
I miss
then
it.
they talk to us and it's like, oh my God, I miss it.
How often do you
I
hear
wanna be in
somebody talk really glowingly about their ex?
Right. Yeah.
even if they were a good person, you know. So
Yeah.
it's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, man. There are a ton of new people that have entered the trade that have no idea what the fuck they're doing. I don't know if you guys have like worked with them or been in places that had experiences with them, but at one point, bars and restaurants, they were fucking given like bonuses to start as a bartender.
Oh,
You stay for
yeah.
Or they
months.
were
They got
promising
signing
they-
bonuses?
No,
Yeah, no
they were
shit.
promising bonuses that they didn't pay. Just
shit.
like the place
Yum.
we fucking worked at. Because those niggas owed me multiple bonuses and I ain't get them shits. I'm still pissed off about that. They owed me hundreds of dollars post-tax, not pre-tax. Because them bitches put your bonus as a taxable part of income.
You seem to feel emotions about it.
They owe me some fucking money.
I feel you.
I brought them motherfuckers who still work there today.
Oh shit.
Well, all I
Yeah.
can say is lawyer up.
Yeah.
Like, it's-
No, it is what it is. Fuck them. Like,
So
fuck. I mean, and when I mean fuck them, I don't mean fuck the company.
Yeah.
Although fuck the company, I mean
Fuck the company.
fuck the people who decided that their petty egos and problems were worth alienating people who work for them. Because if that is what you are as a manager, if that's what you are as a leader,
Mhm.
then you're not a real leader. You're just someone who was in a position for whatever reason or whatever it can give to you. I can't respect that anyway. I don't want to work for you. So I don't want your money. Keep it.
fuck
I'll
that.
make more without you. Yeah.
Pay me, then we can sever the relationship.
Yeah, still with the money.
I don't need my hoodie back. Keep the hoodie. It's yours now. I'll make another one. I'll make another one, man. For
I
real.
lost some really good hoodies. I'm not gonna lie. I lost some really good
Welcome to
hoodies.
the Lost Hoodie Podcast.
That's a fire ass name, dude.
Yeah, right.
I will say though, I don't drink cognac because I got Budweiser pockets. But like after hearing you talk,
We call
Like-
that a callback.
I'll bring you guys a bottle, man.
I would
Yeah.
like I would give it I never liked it when I first tried it. Whatever, I was probably like 19, 20. I was like, no,
It's
okay,
a terrible
whatever.
age to start drinking.
Yeah, it is, and it left a bad taste in my mouth. But now I'm kind of like, okay, after hearing you talk about it, thinking to myself, yeah, I would. I would give it another go. It's just it's not my preferred. Like always have been whiskey.
Mhm.
Going back into rum now and then like agave.
Well,
But
that's
like
perfect.
cognac, I would give it another
If
shot.
you're a fan of whiskey, man, there's a lot of similarities in whiskey and cognac. And we can really like get into that. I'll bring you guys a bottle and I'll do like a little mini like tasting for you guys. Life is about stories, right?
Yeah.
You can put something in front of me and I can draw my own conclusions, or you can put something in front of me and you're knowledgeable about it. You can tell me, and then I associate that with this product, and it just elevates the product. Right?
Every time.
The story behind our brand is so beautiful, dude. The time and the craft that goes into it, like our cellar master, dude, like he is tasked year in and year out to recreate this product over and over again using barrels of different liquids. So like for when you look at this bottle, a bottle of our product, it's just not one liquid from a single barrel, right? It's a blend from multiple barrels of different eau de vies to recreate this product. You have to do it year in and year out using the senses. Nose, taste. That's what you'll notice. If you're like really into it, you notice subtle differences between a cellar master style, right?
Mhm.
Cellar master where it kind of had like a style. Product was still along the same lines, but it had like a style because different.
The notes are different.
Yeah. So it's even you think about that, it's like crazy. Like you asked me to take something like, that's good. Go deeper, man. You even have taste buds? Like describe it. Like, and so I had to like rework my mind and train my mind and like kind of use my thoughts in connection with my senses to describe these things. Right?
Yeah.
You're describing key right there.
Dude, the other thing is like when I do these tastings, right, for consumers or for trade, I tell them, I walk them through it, and before I tell them what is the company-wide or universally like recognized nosing notes or the tasting notes in there, I let them tell me what they smell. Then I also preface it with, there is no wrong answer, right? You can pick this cognac up or this tequila up and you can tell me it smells like cotton candy. Who the fuck am I to tell you it doesn't smell like cotton candy to you, right?
Right.
Or you taste it and you taste something that I've never tasted before in my life. How can I tell you that that's not what you're tasting, right?
Yeah.
Describe that to me.
Yeah.
Describe that to me. I always think it's very interesting. And that started at the top from the cellar master, like this guy. I'm like chopping it up with him on cognac, this and that, just kind of like dog, you have no idea how fucking talented and big you are, bro. Like bottles all across the world with your fucking signature on it. And I'm sitting here like chopping it up with you, and you're asking me to tell you what I taste, and you're not saying no, you're wrong in your cool ass French accent. You're like, oh, that's very interesting. I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
I can see
That's
how
not how my palate reacted to that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's why you can have two bartenders serve you the same drink, and it can taste the same, yet different.
Yep.
Which is why a lot of people will have their preferred bartenders.
Right.
Like, oh, I like the way they make this particular cocktail because they make it the way I like it. It doesn't mean that everyone else there is not a good bartender. It just means they're not attuned to your palate.
Yeah.
You know.
I work with some bad bartenders.
We all have. We all have.
It's like, no, what?
But I've
Did you just
also
say-
worked with some amazing bartenders who will be completely disrespected, myself included. You know, where
My customer.
someone would be like, "Oh, I don't like the way they make it." It's like, yeah, you don't like the way I make it. It doesn't mean I don't make it.
But 10 motherfuckers behind you do.
Right, exactly.
I
But
just
they
pull
will
out a
tell
lot of money,
their
like,
group.
somebody like that shit.
But they'll tell their group, like,
Yeah.
nah, he doesn't make it good.
And that's fine.
Now, everyone else in that group
Yeah.
now thinks I don't make it good.
Yeah.
Even
Take
if
that shit personally.
I might have actually made it the way they like
But
it.
you know what? You know what you do? You don't even argue with them.
Oh,
You already got it made up in your mind.
it is what it is.
And,
Yeah.
hey,
It
listen,
ain't about me at this point.
yeah.
It's all
I
about
don't
you.
know. I take that shit personal.
You take everything personal.
I do.
But I will say, before we close this out, the one thing you didn't take personal is that we brought somebody else on the show with colored eyes. Not once did you feel threatened.
Oh, man, you can't.
We brought another Puerto Rican with colored eyes, and it was like,
Shit, man.
all right, I'll allow it.
About to hit these streets, cuz.
No, it's unification.
He said,
Yeah,
"Oh,
exactly.
we said we're stronger together, bro."
Yeah, exactly. But we give him so much shit, and other people have said to us so much shit about him and his eyes. and how he just looks into your soul before he takes your order.
I'm gonna open up a bar and hire all y'all motherfuckers.
Somebody should open up a bar, or you have to have colorized doors.
Yo,
Shit.
that sounds like a
crazy.
lawsuit.
Oh,
Show.
yeah.
Why was I not hired? You don't have to color eyes. Oh yeah, okay, I'll see you.
Yo,
I'll see you.
No, they would make-
Bro, just hire some model that serves. Like,
Yeah.
The bartenders would make so much money.
yeah.
Yeah, you better get some contacts.
Get some contacts. I'm coming in with purple eyes, bitch. Like,
See these eyes?
That actually
You
sounds
trying to get
cool.
like a shotting gun thing going on or something like that? Some nut
Keep
type
it
shit.
over.
He heard that one girl like purple a lot, man. She would come in here and throw up in his cup.
Yeah, exactly. She's going on tour, bro.
She's gonna throw up on the cup while looking him in the eye, so she doesn't have to miss it.
Hell
You're
no.
next.
I will say that you were wild as hell for giving out your phone number. Out of all the years I was behind the bar, it would either be you can give me your number because that gives you options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I don't really give out my number at work. You can have my Instagram.
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 Get that
I
Instagram's been
will,
my
I will
go-to.
tell you why I give my number out. For one, my phone is set that if your name is not in my phone, it just goes to voicemail. And then if it's a text that goes in my phone and I don't know the number, I don't respond without you telling me who you are.
Gotcha.
You gotta know, if I gave you my number, you gotta tell me who you were.
Gotcha.
And you really have 24 hours to do that because I'm gonna move on. And the majority of the time, I don't expect anyone to use it.
Yeah.
Women don't text first. Everybody
Shit.
knows that. Well, and if you're under 6 feet, they don't text first. Let me tell you something, buddy. Under 6 feet,
Oh my
you
God.
text first.
Oh, shit.
Hey, you remember me? I was a guy eye level with you.
Give the Instagram out.
Oh, shit.
I give my Instagram out to get the
Yeah,
following
usually IG.
to boost this show.
There you go.
That's
My
like
boy
easy.
is
I-
a fucking.
I
Clout.
would do that, but they don't follow me.
Well, the reason I get Instagram is because
I don't post enough. So.
I need to kind of screen you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I need to know
Because the conversation gotta make sure you're not crazy before, like,
crazy what
Yeah.
you look like, not in this setting.
Yeah.
Like, do you have kids? Nothing wrong with having kids, but I gotta know what I'm gonna get myself into.
right.
Like, I've had girls that try to give me their phone number and then they give me their Instagram and I say, you got a whole ass boyfriend. What the
Yeah.
fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
still-
to me,
you
it's
gotta know
all
what you're getting into.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck on how you respond. You said shit. That is the most 6 foot light skin response I've ever. You said
Yeah.
You can't say shit.
He's like, I ain't texted first since high school.
Listen, man,
I ain't texting
actually-
first. It's my grocery.
recently, with this new position, man, I recently got a work phone, which I like desperately needed. I got that shit stolen.
Damn,
at
you got the
bungalow.
burner?
Bro, I got the trap phone. I got I recently got that shit stolen at Bungalow last week, right?
Oh, not bungalow.
At the
Damn.
Bungalow, and I was calling the phone. It was picking up. I was like, maybe I like left it and like the people at Bungalow picked it up or whatever, and it didn't get stolen. I'll be able to get it in a couple of days. I'm at the gym with Mike, and I'm like, it's not nobody answering. These motherfuckers accidentally called me back, which means they actually got into my phone. Yeah, because you can't call back a missed call,
Right.
unless the phone's
You have
unlocked.
to unlock it, yeah.
Right, so they accidentally called me back and immediately hung up. That's how fuck these motherfuckers got into my phone, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, so anyway, that was
I didn't know that because every time I hit the missed call button on accident,
Yeah.
it immediately calls
But you're
back.
looking
I'm not
at
even
it.
look, no, I'm
No.
not even looking at it.
No?
I think if you press missed call, it just calls back.
Mm.
At least for my phone, that's how it's
Well,
been.
in this
'Cause
case,
I'll be looking at my phone and it'll say
Yeah.
missed call, and all of a sudden it's calling back. I'm like, I haven't even looked at it.
Right,
yet.
right.
I haven't even.
Shit.
I can barely make
That's
out missed
dangerous.
call,
That's dangerous.
and it's calling back, and I don't call anybody.
yeah, I think
Especially
ordinarily it
this
doesn't
phone,
do
yeah.
that. So and I know it was an accident because they called and then immediately hung up before I could even pick it up. Like it rang, I saw it popped up and then they immediately hung up.
Would you have it on my iPhone or something?
I don't know what the fuck they did, but like it immediately like
Oh,
was
deactivated.
off
Okay.
like it never even registered off my iPhone.
Oh,
I don't know what they did.
yeah.
I said, yo, like I mean, bro, like it ain't like my job gave me like this crazy ass like iPhone. It was like an iPhone 13, the low one. Like I'm like
Yeah.
I hated texting on it because it's like I have bigger fingers and it's
Right.
like, but so yeah, I was saying that to say that recently I got a work phone, but before it was just work text. personal text just mixed up, bro.
Yeah.
And I would be the worst at responding, man. Like, and just like prioritizing who I need to respond to.
Yeah.
So
I stopped texting you after a while because I already knew what was
it's
up.
nuts, and it's nothing
Yeah.
personal. It's just like
Yeah,
it just
no,
like
I already knew.
It just got so fucking nuts at one point, and then you like layer on all of our recording stuff that we have to do, and then the emails, which is a whole nother thing. It's just it gets pretty crazy if you don't learn how to manage it. But yeah, I don't text her.
Yeah.
I don't text her.
You told me straight up,
Yeah.
call me. And
So
I'm
you
like,
have to.
I don't know how.
You have to.
I don't know how to call anybody other than if it's a missed call and my phone automatically calls.
And I'm not even a phone person either,
Yeah.
bro. I'm very like on my phone calls. I'm very concise. I'm like,
Right.
it's why sometimes it's kind of like hard to like call home to my family. They're some talkers, man. They love to talk. I love them to death.
When you're Puerto Rican.
Dude, it's like this is my black side. Dog.
They'll tell you like, all right, I'm gonna let you go like 3 times before you actually get you off the phone.
But yeah, I'm not a talker at all, dude. Like on the phone, I just like boom, boom, boom. We're doing that. I noticed like with younger people, these motherfuckers will just immediately FaceTime you, bro. Like
yeah.
Like,
Now that you know that
I'm
they're gonna
like, I'm like, hey, wait, I'm old school. Text me before you fucking FaceTime me, bro.
I
Like,
need to know if this is something I can answer.
Right.
I'm sorry.
I even get the text like,
What the fuck
where
you
somebody
mean?
text you out of nowhere, like, where are you? You like, shit, did he see me? I'm like, or are you busy? I'm like, no, you just gotta ask me what you gonna ask me, man.
Right.
I'm like,
Yeah, I don't like
fucking
that.
prep
There's no
me for
preamble.
it.
Like, just get straight to it.
Cause I'm gonna think you want me to go like rob a bank or something. I'm like,
Damn.
Well, I mean,
Wait, you speak Spanish?
no.
He said no.
That's right.
He said no twice.
That's right.
He said it in English and in Spanish.
He said black side too many times. I already know he's on my side. That's why he's over here.
I was just asking. Are you Puerto Rican by any chance? I'm just asking because if we have a full panel here.
If he was, he would have said it by now. Come on.
Not that I know of. I'm adopted, so I don't know
There's a
like all of
chance.
my
You
genes
too?
and stuff.
Cop 23andMe for you, my
Yeah,
boy.
I got 23andMe. It said I'm 29% white, like British Irish,
Oh,
like
shit.
66% black, and it's like I don't think I saw any Puerto Rican in there though. Yeah.
Oh boy,
so-
Irish definitely not drinking with you, bro.
I've seen him drink. You don't want to. Even he doesn't want to drink.
I don't want to drink
sometimes.
with you, bro.
I'll see him and he'd be like, "I'm not coming back tomorrow," and then I see him tomorrow.
Because I get off of work and and then people as I get off, people are just like, oh, let's go have one, and I'm just like, it's
And
never just one.
It's never one.
It's never, or like I will go in there for one, but while I'm having that one, I'll run into someone else that I know, and they'll be like, oh, let me get you, and I'm just like,
You get to talking.
yeah, and then next thing you know, like
I told my homies delete my number. I tell them that every weekend. I swear to you, as I'm changing my number, I was like, yo, soon as Thursday come around, I send out the text. I send out every Thursday. Do not hit me up to hang out this weekend.
I'm trying to
And I'm
like,
always
Don't-
every weekend I end up.
Don't ask me to come out because I'm gonna say yes.
every time,
That's fair.
every time.
That's fair. Well, I appreciate you saying yes to this episode.
Of course, man.
Absolutely.
This is officially by far the longest episode.
Yeah.
we
Oh,
have
shit.
ever
It
recorded. This is
Chop
what
it
me
up, bro.
doing
Chop
my
it up.
best to cut it.
Chop it up.
We are almost at 2 hours, my
Oh,
guys.
shit.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah, appreciate you, brother.
Didn't know the Puerto Rican part, but
Yo.
god damn.
My boys.
Hey, see y'all next week.
Absolutely.
Thank all of y'all.
Cheers.
Ay, yeah.
Shit.